Yo!
Yo!
Yeah!
I'm sitting here thinking, did I miss the yo? Oh my god, did I miss the yo?
You missed the yo.
Hello.
Yo.
Hey, yo, it's me, ya boy.
Hi.
Up with the spooky demons.
How you all doing today?
Doing alright.
I'm good.
Finally.
It's just making me think of like one of those kind of
I
opening
see.
things of what's up YouTube, it's your boy slamming my junk in the car door again.
I always think of the demon variant of the meme, which is like, hey demons, it's your boy, and it's like a warlock in an alley.
Welcome to Can You Slam It? It's your boy DJ Smashed Penis. Today we'll be slamming our door. Today we'll be slamming our junk in this Lamborghini Ursa. See what happens.
See what happens.
Don't
Anyway,
forget
Believe
to
it or not,
donate your
same thing as every other car we've done on this channel.
Don't forget to donate your crypto to this link right here. I only take Ethereum.
Hi guys, how y'all
if you-
doing?
If you donate Bitcoin, I will kill you.
If we get 1 million likes, next time it's a Bugatti.
Sorry, I'm still like trying to figure out my. I have to fix all of my level ups. I'm confused and lost.
We didn't level up, did we?
Nope. But
Oh yeah, we're level
so,
6 now.
Just some of our
No, I'm
names
kidding, I'm
got
kidding.
deleted again.
I mean, I know we're level 5 now, and I think we leveled up last time.
Oh,
Yeah, you
God,
leveled
is
up
it-
before last session. I personally like leveling up for the finale rather than as a reward of the finale of an arc. Like, I know classic milestone is, you level up after you do the big thing. But I like leveling up for the big thing, because then it's like, when everyone's on top of the game and everyone gets the new abilities and gets to, like, use them, for the big fight. I don't know,
Yeah,
it's just a
you know
stylistic
what?
thing,
I'm gonna be honest.
Cool idea.
I understand both ways of doing it.
Yeah.
Alright, just to
My
revive, just to make sure, we're at level 5 now, right?
Indeed,
We are
correct.
level-
Yes,
been at level
yes,
5. Okay.
level 5.
Yeah. I was gonna
Respectable
say,
adventuring levels now.
Jade, the best way to do a level up is you have your players get their asses beat first, and then you give them a level up.
I find the best way to do
they-
level ups is to completely forget about them, and then go, oh wait, we didn't level up for a few sessions. Yeah, go get a level.
Yeah. the Goku school.
It's like a delayed treat.
Yeah, exactly.
So I do not have proficiency in acrobatics.
Oh no.
So now I have to figure out where these things. Okay, now I found it. I think. Okay, yes, I
Wait,
did find
wait.
it.
You mean the person in the wheelchair doesn't have proficiency in acrobatics?
I didn't think it made sense, but like
Hey, man,
almost everything
so-
on my proficiencies list has something proficient in it.
Hey man, not every entrance is wheelchair accessible. You gotta find an alternative to get up them stairs.
You gotta
Okay,
improvise.
look. As
Of all
someone
of
who
my
has a
skills-
wheelchair,
Of all of my skills, including my lore, there are 6 that I don't have any proficiency in.
oh boy.
For me, it's 7. However, the funny thing is, I have. By the way, I'm not surprised you don't have acrobatics, but I'm surprised you don't have it in athletics. Also, Flicker has trained in athletics, so I like to think he's the kind of character that, like, the way they draw him normally, he's like lanky or whatever, but the moment the armor comes off, he's like buff as hell. For what
He's just Roshi. He's just Roshi.
So, who wants to
My
recap
medicine is wrong.
the madness of last session? Because that was pretty wild.
That one
Silva
can't be
committed
used for
several
medicine.
war crimes.
Sorry,
How about we
Like-
have Sprig do
the
it this
worst.
time? 'Cause let's have Sprig do it this time.
Yeah, Sprig do it.
Sprig,
Go
you wanna
again,
recap?
Sprig.
War crimes.
So many war crimes.
We made a really big bomb and we scared everyone, including us, and then it rained blood. And we capitalized on the situation as best we could and scared the goblins.
The town reached level 2.
Oh,
Yeah?
there's a big pile
Is that
of
what it
goblin
takes?
heads in the corner. I think my favorite part of last session is fucking like someone said something that had the word head in it, and Soba didn't understand it because she's not because English isn't her first language, so she's just a pile of goblin heads in the corner.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
I'm so confused. Apparently I'm supposed to have proficiency in society as well, so I should have 5 things that I'm not proficient in. But I can't find where I'm supposed to get that from.
Oh boy.
Okay, I
Maybe
found
your
it.
class?
I still have another feat that I have to pick. I have a general feat that I have to add.
Oh no.
Oh, also, my wings came in, apparently. Now I just gotta have to learn how to fly them.
Yeah. Soba is
So, I have to stop for just a second to point this out. So, for being a human, I got a racial feat that gives me a okay. So I have the heritage of skilled heritage that gives me an ancestry feat, and my ancestry feat gives me general training, which gives me a general feat. Why?
You just need a feat for your feats. That's all. You just need the
Like,
feats.
you know what's even
Yeah.
crazier about that is I could use my general feat to get adopted ancestry to get an ancestry feat from a different ancestry.
That would be amazing, actually.
like y'all. I love that y'all
Right.
have like all these characters, all these moving parts, and then it's just like I look at Soba's proficiencies, and if it has anything to do with using her brain, it's untrained.
All right, so
Like,
sorry.
no, you're fine.
So, you guys successfully, how to phrase this, reconfigured the situation, shall we say. You, made the goblins, friends. Well, friends. Not coerced. Definitely just friends now, right?
Friendship.
Yeah. And they are currently marching towards the town, where the mayor is probably going to have several heart attacks.
Did we make sure to leave them a message to give to the mayor?
We taped it on one of their shirts.
No, you just
We
wrote
packed
it
them a
on-
box lunch and sent them on their merry way.
Yeah.
You'll have a good time now. But you know, it's a little bit of blood rain. Okay, I just want to say something that just because I didn't get to do it, and I'm a little bit sad, but I want to just say something that I thought was going to happen. I thought there was going to go to combat outside of the ship. I didn't think you were going to make the choices that you made, and I was really expecting there to be combat in this area here. And I was gonna do. Had a whole bunch of stuff planned out for for when somebody got hit and blood fell on this little vessel here.
Well, I'm glad to report that the blood was not spilled,
It was
even
sprayed.
though the blood was spilled.
Yeah. Instead, you just decided to blow up the structure, and it's like, oh, I know what's going to happen if that happens. Oh no! But I just wanted to say that because you know. That's just a little misconnection thing of like, oh yeah, if the players do this, then this will happen.
I really
they're doing
feel
what
like
now?
I really feel like I should have done a drawing about that by this point, but I always keep forgetting or procrastinating.
Yeah, fun fact, there was a campaign that I ran for about, I want to say a year and a half for Dictator, where every session we had like a comic book cover because it was a supervillain campaign.
Yeah.
And just things gradually got more unhinged as time went on. At one point, one of the characters got turned... One of the characters was transformed from a skeleton into like, a 2-foot tall kobold. And that...
Me.
That was weird. The party ended up killing that kobold because he was a liability.
The kobold was me.
Yes.
I mean,
It was
first,
unintentional liability. Had those kobolds not rolled that one on that spaceship and activated that
All
space,
right, we're losing the thread.
I know, but I wanted
look, all I'm going to say is that being a DM, you need to prepare for people to be off their rocker. Like, for example, in a campaign that I'm running, hey, let's investigate a treasury robbery turned into a kidnapped mayor hog-tied in a safe house.
That's weird. How could you? I can't believe the players would do that.
Yeah, me either.
Last Monday, it was for me.
In my defense.
Last Monday for me was, let's sneak into the mayor's office by having my camouflaging bugman ride on the Goliath, and then when he steps out, he gets off the Goliath, and then I got 2 1s with an advantage.
Anywho,
and then the party had to fake fight me.
So what's on the agenda today?
Well, today we have a very special episode because you get to decide where you want to go.
Oh,
when
yeah.
we last left off, you guys were considering going to the Great Tree, given that you had promised that you would be there, like about a week ago, but maybe not that long. But
we didn't have a lot of control over, what was going to happen with this mystery.
True.
We did tell them that we had to go and save the other adventurers first.
Yeah. And the world is your oyster. You can follow the goblins back to Lonfell. You can go back and talk to Imustaltas and the Kobold Warren. You can go over to the Great Tree and the Gripply Lands, or you could even venture to the southern areas where there is, stuff probably redacted.
If you ask me, though, I think we should probably head our way to that tree. 1, because we are a week overdue, and 2, it literally says on Jade's YouTube, "Journey to the Great Tree." And I swear to God, if we walk into this and say, you know what, we're going to head over towards the Crow people instead, I have a feeling Jade is going to toss his keyboard across the room.
Look. I will just redo the thumbnail and post. That's fine. You guys do what you want.
I'm just saying you played your hand.
Jesus.
The decision has been made. Nobody here is going to accuse you of railroading. At the slightest. At the very least, it is giving us a paved road of look, maybe don't walk barefoot into the forest. We have a nice shiny path that you can take right now. Please, for the love of God.
You can do anything you
Do
want.
not Konosuba this situation.
You can do anything you want, including this thing right here. This is one of the things you can do, but you can do anything, including this one.
Honestly, in a way, I kind of feel like this feels like the exact kind of moment I had when I ran one of my one-shots, and the players were insisting on other methods of getting to the next location. Kennedy was there, actually.
The methods of getting to the location is actually what you might want to be discussing now, because I know Cece had a plan. I know that you all have, various means and methods of traversing, and I think that might be a good place to start off. So, Cece, would you like to open us up?
If we're in discussions right now as to what to do or where to go next.
Can I? Can we have the map, please? It might be easier.
Yeah, the map would help.
I'm actually just going to load Lonfell because I know that Lonfell has.
There's a map there. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we can see more of my gracious work again, as it takes forever to load.
Oh God! Oh God!
Oh yeah!
Oh God!
Jumbo tree!
Okay.
Oh my God! Why did it? Oh no! Wait, it's not done loading.
It was huge, and then it scaled down.
Okay,
This is the things that we miss when the loading screen is on there. Just all the cubes.
Oh my God! It looks. I forgot how much nicer this looks now. Holy shit!
Oh yeah, it's
Thank you.
gorgeous.
Thank
you.
you.
Amazing job. I still need to work on a couple of maps, but
yeah, because I forgot the road is, unless you fixed it by now. is also still white, I think.
I believe we are. How do I do the? I believe
yeah,
we're here.
we're like
Tap
here.
tab to ping.
Yeah, no, the roads are clean now.
Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
right now, you are here.
We are.
Which shall be
are where?
represented by this.
I'm still loading.
Yeah, I can't.
where the
I can't
bags
like
of
move
minis?
around yet.
Can I actually write?
I've got this palm tree here I could use. No,
Oh, I have a lobster trap. No, we're the lobster trap. No, the lobster fell through the web. Not. Shit. Where'd it go?
Oh, I like that.
Where were you
there's,
when you grabbed
a lot
it?
Of a lot of the important structures are also built
It
up
was-
on the map
It was
now.
over here.
where's like the
So-
bag of minis that we had?
Oh, it's probably like try looking somewhere in the sky, like above that area, because that's how they spawn. But it's also small.
Here.
I put a pawn over
Okay,
where you guys are right now.
we're this ladder. We are the ladder.
There's a pawn up here.
I shall depict this pawn in bright pink.
And,
Yeah.
This ladder shows our climbing as we get better, as we reach higher
Exactly.
levels.
So
Yes.
here we have Lanfell. And I'm just going to give you a quick refresher for all the things. This right here is Imustiltas Den with the Kobold Warren. And this up here is the Goblin, is the forest leading to the Goblin Hulk, which is properly over here. But, you know, this is that area. You have, of course, Lanfell. You have a settlement of... Yeah, a small trading settlement that you had heard of, but not really caught wind of. You have the. Okay.
Oh. There's no.
That's off
There's
the
no
table.
There's no table. It's
Okay,
good
that's
respawn.
actually
Yeah.
extremely funny though.
Yeah,
we
that
have,
works. Hold
we
on,
have here.
No, hold on. I know how to do it.
Okay.
Like, I'll do it.
It hadn't loaded in on my screen, so there's this trap over here, and it was just like a cube rolling around in a circle.
Yeah,
Nice.
the cube.
Impressive for a cube to do that.
I like the idea that you were saying, like, oh yeah, my stuff hasn't loaded yet. And meanwhile, just both Jade and Dictator are like, okay, we're gonna, all right. As they're trying to recap the adventure. I'm over here just staring at the fact that we've arrived at the northernmost portion of this map and thinking to myself, you know, if we decide to continue going north, would the clouds start to vibrate? As just the world begins to peel apart at the seams of like, maybe please not right now.
If you
God.
don't want to explore north, I have that written.
I'm not
It's
going
an
to do that to you. We have
It's
an errand.
it's an unloaded
We're going to
biome.
the
It's
tree.
like Minecraft.
No,
Oh,
it's literally a
Magus.
fog of war.
Farlands.
It's literally a fog of war, and everything's like black until we walk.
Don't worry about me. I don't think you want to do that to yourself,
Oh god.
because I know what's up there.
Well, have you ever made a good decision yet? So
This is the Elden Ring map syndrome. Look, you've explored
Oh,
the whole
no.
world. Okay, time to go to the next place over. Oh wait, there's
Yep.
more world, and it wants to kill you.
Out here, this area out here, you've only heard rumors of, but that is the Kenku lands. And to the south, there are a large number of ruins that are more preserved. There's ruins littered throughout the landscape, of course, but supposedly the ones to the south are better preserved and more valuable, which is
they're bog mummied.
We walk over this one and we get like a new tech.
Oh god.
Like we found a laser cannon amongst ancient ruins.
Anyways, those are the points of interest on the map.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm into like moving down to that big old tree just to see how big it is. I heard it's pretty big.
So we did promise the Gripply representative at Town Hall that we would be going there, and that was
Yep.
why I began this construction project. And Cece will just
So we
have
can go-
the like
So we can
half-constructed glider.
Yeah.
ride down. Actually, if I can
we
figure out how...
we just climb back up the mountain, then we just scale down, and then we can take off from there and simply glide to the tree.
Part of me likes the idea that like Flicker uses that opportunity, like when we jump off the cliff to try to learn fly. But I don't think he's that insane.
I think he would die immediately.
Cece, first off, admirable work on your construction project so far. I'm really enjoying the aesthetic quality of it. But what is our weight? What is the weight limit on such a thing on the glider?
Yes.
So that would be a concern. I did factor for that, of course. One person of approximately any of our size, we would need, give or take, a 10-foot wingspan. I purchased sailcloth for a schooner, for a two-masted vessel, so we should have, I believe, approximately a 50-foot wingspan for a two-wing glider.
Have you taken into consideration Soba's much bigger size than us?
That would be why we have the two separate wings.
Ah.
Yeah,
The front wing is approximately 50, which would not be enough to bear us on its own, but the rear wing of approximately 35 feet should be plenty to accommodate for the extra mass.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, for the sake of balancing, we need to arrange ourselves in parallel rather than horizontally.
I keep forgetting that Soba is like fucking twice the size of everyone here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I might have gained a little bit extra weight because of the wings now too. But not as much as Soba.
Quick, nobody ask how tall she is, because that makes her an inch taller. That'll throw it off.
Never ask a lady their height. Wait.
Close enough.
So, for the sake of possibly preventing the possible emergency of TPK by glider, like my chat is repeatedly joking about, I did also make something just in case in the event that the glider fails, but it should at least get us a large portion of the way at the very worst.
Please tell me it's a parachute.
Yes, it's parachutes.
I was gonna say.
It's smart.
I guess I got two parachutes. Well, one is dubious quality. The other is dubious quality at the moment. I did
Soba
say
does
I
not
think...
need...
Sorry.
Soba does not need parachute. Will simply growl at the ground until it lets her live.
She will intimidate the ground.
I roll to intimidate the ground.
To soften up. I do like the idea of.
So, out of curiosity, how active of a piloting experience are we looking at on these gliders? Is it something where we have just one pilot, or are each of us getting a glider?
It's all of us together on one glider, economy of scale. If I were to make us one glider each, it would mean a much greater amount of sailcloth and a much greater amount of wood to make them
Also, a much
rigid
greater
enough to
amount of
withstand flight.
also a much greater amount of risk to collide with the mountainside.
Exactly.
I
Not to
do have-
mention, all of us would need to pilot individually, and any one failure could cascade and knock multiple of us out of the air.
I do have some flying experience. Not directly, but I've studied the knights and others from my home.
Did they throw you?
Well, some did. But mostly I've been observing others as they were learning how to fly for their first time. So I've studied them quite a bit.
I'm imagining like we start gliding and someone's like, "All right, turn left," and Soba just does like Knuckles from Sonic Boom, holding her hands out in front of her, not realizing she's fucking let go of the glider.
I always found that so interesting that he can just glide. He has no parts of him that resemble gliding.
So did you build a launch platform for us to, take off from?
Or do we get to jump off a mountain?
Soba will throw.
I assume that's what we were going to be doing.
This is what the mountain is for. We don't need a launch platform.
I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure Soba could throw everyone. I'm pretty sure everyone here like weighs nothing comparatively.
Well, you can. You can throw it. Well, how will you get there?
I'm enjoying the idea of Soba throwing us like a paper airplane.
Like, actually, how much do each of your characters weigh? I'm actually curious. Have you not thought that through?
I don't think I never really consider weight and height for my character. It's always the part I look over because nobody ever asks that, unless I want them to be tall. Unless I want them to be tall and lanky, and I want to emphasize that.
Huh. I wrote my height on my character sheet.
Yeah. I'm sure that I wrote it on one version of it, but
if you don't count the her chain or any of her gear, CC is probably like a little under 100 pounds.
Oh, that's why. That's why I didn't consider it. There's no part on the path builder where it asks for height or whatever.
Oh wait, hang on. Weight's irrelevant. I have I have the ability to throw boulders that are bigger than y'all, so I can throw y'all no problem. Yeah. Like,
well, if I have to put a guess, I want to say that Flicker would be in the 6 foot range. I'd say.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, so long as none of you weigh more than a boulder. So actually, it's not just boulders. I can throw wagons. It says in the perk I can throw wagons, and I'm pretty sure those are established.
With the weight of the glider, it's still going to be lighter than a wagon.
Yeah,
definitely.
And what is throwing if not just jumping with your arms?
True.
It's exactly the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Reverse jumping. You're just jumping an object instead of yourself. That's all.
Exactly.
That's all.
Soba can just jump.
Like this.
Honestly, with his wings, you could probably throw Flicker, and it would count as a paper airplane.
I'm assuming that that he said this out loud, so immediately just gonna pick you up and throw you.
You know what? He probably would have. No, I haven't learned how to fly.
You go learn today. Whoosh.
No,
All right, so you are climbing up the mountain then? Is that what I'm gathering?
Yeah.
Yeah. We need one of those stingers that plays the Lord of the Rings traveling music.
And then one of us stubs our toe on a helmet.
But the Bashi Lord of the Rings traveling music.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hang on, I'm prepared for this.
Oh, boy.
We need something with appropriate gravitas.
Perfection.
Also avoid copyright.
Yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
It's not the Lord of the Rings theme song. It's the kazoo version. It's
It's the Lord of the Bracelet.
Every time we're traveling for an extended period.
It's Lord of the Ring pop.
Yes.
I love
Part
it.
of me always, whenever characters are walking
perfect.
for a while and the GM doesn't give any descriptions along the way, all I think is that Dexter's Lab episode of D&D where Dee Dee's just going, and they're walking, and they're walking.
Yeah.
I'll post it later.
What I would like from all y'all, I want to hear who has the what the highest society roll is across your rolls.
It's Kennedy. I mean,
no. I mean result. I mean, obviously it is. But I mean, what is the? I want everyone to roll it.
I mean, with
Okay.
my dice rolls, that's debatable,
Exactly.
my friend.
That
Alright.
is true. Oh,
All right,
God,
hang on.
got a
I got a flat 3.
Thank
I
you,
got a
Dictator.
flat 3. That's
I
the
got
highest.
a 25.
I got. Hold on. I got a calculator. Oh, hold on. God damn it!
I could take 10 and just get a 21 out of this, but I feel like I need to commit to this bit. Here we go.
What the fuck?
Oh crap!
What'd you get?
That is a 26.
That's pretty good.
Hey,
Wow.
exactly
Okay.
4 more.
Hold on.
I actually just realized.
I got a
that-
32.
I just realized that Cece and Rodolek actually have the same society.
Yep.
I got a
That's
32. I got a
Wait, why am I
32.
not an expert in society? I feel like I should have done that by now.
So yeah, I have the highest
So-
society roll.
Okay. Well, the target number was I want to see if anyone would break 25, which is,
Yeah.
Three of us.
a respectable number.
Several people.
Several people did. One thing that I want to try doing once in a while is using a roll simply as a luck stat. This is the chance of finding some kobolds along the way, and you do. You do run into a small adventuring party of kobolds.
So
They-
they see us like land from above, like right in front of them.
Well,
Well,
we haven't
you're still-
taken off
still-
yet.
Climbing.
Yeah, you're still climbing up,
Oh, okay.
and they do offer you aid if you would like some assistance getting to one of the higher peaks. If you wish to explain to them that, if
Sure.
Oh yes, that would be
Yes.
very useful.
Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
okay, follow us. We can take you there. And yeah, they give you a hand. Basically that society roll avoided you having to make some a whole bunch of survival rolls effectively.
Avoided
yeah.
having to fight the kobolds.
I give them since I
we
forgot
should also
about it.
update them on the fact that we've reached an arrangement with the goblins.
They will no longer.
Oh,
Basically, give the A team the right to, escort them down there and explain the situation.
oh, okay. So this is our hunting grounds again?
Yes.
Yeah.
To the kobolds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the idea is that we've managed to discuss with them about the situation. They're going to be making their way south. These will be your hunting grounds again. We're still figuring out the whole ailment that is, ailing you. But we'll
Yeah.
be working. We'll let you know if we end up finding anything, and we'll come back to you.
The suits you made seem to be helping us that we help protect, and clean, but it's not. Nothing is really helping Imustaltaz herself.
Oh,
But-
We'll
good.
work on it.
Well, having this hunting ground will mean we can have a lot more, we can have a lot more resource and we can make a lot more kobolds. So that can help, I'm sure.
Oh,
God,
that's
make a
cool.
lot more.
Yeah, I
Jesus
know.
Christ.
You worded it. You just had to word it that way, didn't you?
Jade, have you been hanging out with me too much? Because that's a me thing to say. Like, fuck.
We can produce more infantry.
Yeah. I know.
Rubbing off
it's-
on Jade, and I don't think it's.
It's like, welcome to Puck's Tawny Farms, where you can come by, convert your food into babies.
Oh no.
That's a way of putting it, but okay.
Speaking of, I might as well do the thing that I forgot to do when we were originally in the in their cave. I give them some toys to bring back for the wee little ones.
They're all
thank you
little
for-
ones.
Yeah.
True.
Well, the little
Hatchlings.
littler one.
They thank you profusely. All right. So you do get to the highest peak. Not the highest peak, let's be honest here, but you get to a peak that is a reasonable launching point. Far enough south that it's not going to, hit another mountain on the way, but also has a path to it. Because, a lot of the peaks are a bit too sharp to realistically get all the way to the top. You find a suitable launching point. And I presume that you will be finishing rigging up the craft now?
Yep.
Yep, and they do.
Is it just going to be you, or is it going to be you and Flicker, or is anybody else assisting?
I would probably be assistant.
Yeah, I think Flicker and Stacey.
Okay. I want both of you to roll crafting. I want you to tell me what the lowest roll between the two of you is. And I want to tell you that each of you think that you've done a fantastic job no matter what the dice say.
Oh, good.
Okay.
It looked for a second like it was going to be a nat 1. So I was like, man, that would have been funny.
Do I need to roll?
Are you going to be helping them rig up this craft?
What skill would that be?
Crafting.
And I have had
let's see.
way too
Oh, my
many
crafting's
issues
great,
with
apparently.
I've had way too many issues with my crafting checks being terrible. I'm just gonna take my assurance this time and be 23.
Okay.
I got a
30.
26.
Oh,
Mine's
wow.
30.
Okay.
Wow, that is actually impressive.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Silva's just doing squats over in the corner.
But Flicker
legit.
is, ironically enough, the master.
I mean, just the idea of Rodelax setting up the rigging with astonishing competence. Just like, why do you know about this? Like, I've seen lots of pictographs of knot tying and rigging and general chicanery involving ropes.
Oh,
You
Wait, hey, chicanery?
Too.
Oh, I love how you're knitting those together. Oh, that is a nice technique.
Why are you so good at this?
Using
Why do you assume that I wouldn't be?
Rodalag, you want to rephrase that, or does Rodalag have like a college story to tell us?
A college story?
You know what? I want to hear this. I want to hear one of Rodelax's college stories. Do you have anything that you can pull out for this?
Yeah, while we're like putting it together. Where did you learn? Where did you learn that?
There was a time that I had been I had encountered a lovely lady who was researching in the college alongside me, who was who needed to do one of the requirements for her collegiate degree was for her to have a mastery over knots and various types. I decided to volunteer, and she had practiced the knots upon me at the time to make sure that escape was less than likely. I eventually discovered that her collegiate degree was to be a dungeon warden, which I did not know was a profession that you had to go for it. And it wasn't until about several months after she had graduated that the entire thing was a ruse for the opportunity to get some private time with me.
Oh god! I just I'm just imagining Rodalag. Just like stuffed shirt Rodalag this entire time, and now it's like, oh damn, he's cool now.
As like just the gaping stares of somebody as he looks at it back. It's like, what? Don't kink shame.
Golly. Well then.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Rodalag's finally cool.
I love the idea. I love the idea of like the reverse cool effect, where it's like somehow well, actually no, that does tend to happen a lot more. Why was I referring to it that way?
I mean, to be perfectly honest, it wasn't exactly my cup of tea, but through osmosis, I did glean a few things about making sure that rigging stays quite secure. Tugs on the rope. Though I would confess that the what's the term for it? The things that I learned about the shibari technique is not something that exactly has a lot of practical uses outside of certain locations.
Anyway.
What is shibari? It sounds tasty.
It's a type of sushi. Are we ready for the flight then?
Yeah. So we're ready to jump off this cliff.
Oh, we've been done for hours. We just wanted to hear more.
All right. You are ready for flight. Are you just going to take to the skies then?
I believe we're going to take to the skies.
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen?
You can see the great tree from where you are now. And, well, for reference, you can take a look at the thumbnail. Let me put the thumbnail photo in the
That would be
in the Discord for anybody who's.
I really do wish it was easier to see thumbnails on the YouTube videos. There used to be a way, but I don't remember how.
Yeah.
That is indeed a big leaky tree.
That's a
They
huge
they
ass
should
tree.
plug that.
Yep.
It rises up above all of the other trees in the region by an order of magnitude. This thing is
Ow.
enormous.
You hurt yourself somehow.
You're fairly certain that you can.
Sorry. No, sorry. Go ahead.
What? I missed something.
No,
I think someone just
I heard
sneezed
her-
and died.
Yeah, I heard her sneeze, and then I heard "ow" immediately after.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Oh,
I understand.
Yeah, that's what the bones are for.
So, doing some physics, you're pretty sure that that you can get a good chunk of the way there. It probably won't get you all the way there, but you're pretty comfortable in saying this is going to save you at least a day's travel on foot just with this, with this flight alone. If not
Okay,
two.
what if as we come into land, Soba just puts all her effort into just jumping?
How are you going about launching? Are you just going to run off the cliff hang glider style and all of you Flintstones your way out? Or
Honestly, the way I'm imagining it, because she's so much bigger than us and strong, like I just figure like she is the legs.
Yeah.
Sober,
Unironically, I
Yeah, like lift and
So
like get a running start. to
she's
launch.
the land. She's the launch and landing gear.
yeah, like I'm pretty sure like so Soba is like I think 8.5 feet tall at this point. I'm pretty sure she has like 2.5 feet on like the next tallest person.
all right.
So like
The loose idea of what I had at least for how the glider was constructed is it's a large four-wing, and basically Cece has built the thing so that she is like at the center of the front wing and has control ropes for aileron control,
Okay.
basically. And then more or less everyone would be along the spine of the glider behind Cece. So we would be like push, everyone pushes, and then has their harness that they're connected to the spine of the glider.
Okay.
So it's like everyone runs, Cece's just at the front, and her wheels are essentially the landing gear / takeoff gear.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so we just put Soba at the back and Soba pushes and then jumps on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That works.
yeah, I have the strength to throw a wagon, and this is very much less than a wagon.
Go ahead and toss me an athletics check, and you can launch off.
I will also do an
I-
athletics check to see what would happen if it were me doing it.
All right.
Okay,
Let's
I rolled
see.
an 8. I'm going to add my bonus.
Okay,
So
I
that's
was worried
8.
for a second.
It's an 8.
Can I roll higher than a 10? So that is a
Yo.
20. So that is a 22.
Nice. You were able to take off very soundly. Just the wind is biting cold, but you're in it, and it is beautiful. You can see the surrounding area with crystal clarity, and it's a long flight. As much as this is a simple hang glider, the construction and the launch and, well, your ability to handle it makes for a very long duration.
Damn, it's biting cold on top of this mountain. So sure sucks for anyone who's not resistant to cold weather.
I like to imagine that Flicker would be expanding his wings or whatever, trying to fly if he wasn't probably cramped in.
You fool! You're gonna throw us off! No.
Cass is up there holding on for dear life, terrified and freezing.
It's basically like a waist harness, and then there would be a bar for you to hold on to and push and land with. So I imagine Flicker could spread his wings for sure still.
Oh, okay. Well, then he will try and do that.
The interesting thing about telepathy is that you actually can shout to multiple people. And when you hear it, it just becomes louder in your head. So all of you hear, land, you land now. And you notice that you are being, let's use the polite word and say escorted by some Kenku.
Oh,
I want to throw a javelin at the Kenku.
Please do not. Actually, no. You haven't. Actually, no. He hasn't even like seen you move for it, and he immediately goes, "Please do not."
Preemptively put your hand over Soba's.
Like Soba is already like she sees the Kenku and she's reaching back behind to like the javelin strapped to like the small of her back.
Everybody's looking the other direction. It's just like, Soba, don't. No.
So, where are we at this point in our flight? So that we can at least tell.
This is a good chunk of the way in. You've been flying high and traveling far for a while, so you are about
how long would you say? A couple hours?
Yeah, a couple of hours into flight, which is starting to wear on you for the sheer cold and wind of it. But
well, Cass says we should do what they said. I just want to land. I really want to land.
No, so enjoy being high.
Well, I definitely would have some reading downtime for that, because we've got those pictographs that I could study. Do you mind if I roll that for later?
I'm sorry, repeat?
I have that book of pictographs that I've been meaning to study as like something to read for downtime. Sorry, we kind of like rocketed into the next event before I could get a chance to. I could save it for later, but that I'd like to indicate is like a downtime. I'd like to read up on that.
Sure.
In the meantime, I believe the first thing that I might do is approach the side of the cart glider thing and call out to the Kenku. Do they have a language that I could understand or communicate with?
They were able to speak to you in common, though you are in a large glider. Your words are likely to be eaten by the wind.
Yep, I'm going to try anyway with a performance roll at +3.
All right.
To see if they can hear me. As I cry out to them, what seems to be the problem, officers? Are we steaming in a no-fly zone?
The Kenkus just have like the...
Okay, that is a 17.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Soba is not flying, Soba is traveling. You're not Soba supervisor.
I like the idea that the Kenkus... Now I like the idea that the Kenkus have those like... what are they called? Road patrol officers? Like helmet and glasses.
Oh, you mean the aviators?
Yeah. With like the helmet. They're the ones on, specifically the ones on the bikes that I'm thinking of. Yeah.
You're thinking of Chips.
They were behind a cloud that was also had a billboard on it.
Oh god. Soba think we're going into danger zone. Perhaps on highway 2.
There are 4 creatures in the air around you. 3 Kenku and 1 Raven. And one of the Kenku... Well... Oh. And one of the Kenku looks at you and you can hear the response in your mind. All of you can. This is Kenku land. You must land. This is not your land. You must land.
All right.
Hang on a moment. That sounds contradictory. What the fuck?
All right, here we go. I've got this. I've got this, guys. Just I could do this. All right. So how far would you say on the map we are to the Great Tree?
Okay, my internet died as I was in the middle of my joke. What was the last thing you guys heard?
Welcome
I can't
back, we
grab
missed
that
you.
pawn.
Yeah. What was
there we
the
go.
last thing you guys heard?
No idea.
Not sure. Essentially, I was joking like that they came from behind a billboard that's on a cloud.
Anyway.
Yeah, we heard that.
So we're about there.
Yeah, roughly.
Okay. I'm going to say. All right, I'm going to be doing a persuasion roll as he says, technically this is sky, so it's not exactly your land unless we land. So we're just passing through. We'll be out of your airspace momentarily, but no, we're not on your land yet. We would have to land for that to happen.
I'm sure that's going to go over flawlessly.
I don't think they're into those sorts of technicalities.
All right, with
We should land, please.
With a diplomacy of +12, I got a 24.
Nice.
Now,
Okay, so if I were to scream ACAB, AKAB, all Kenku are bastards, would that give him a bonus or a negative?
all crows
Well,
are bad.
I imagine a negative, considering that Kenku is spelled with a K.
No,
She said AKB.
AKAB was what was said.
Yeah, all Kenku are bastards.
I thought you said.
Yeah.
All I heard
Yeah,
was
I
ACAB,
have-
so I was
I have-
assuming.
I have a need to draw this now.
This is Soba's ACAB arc.
I mean, like, it's a reasonable rule, but it's an unreasonable action.
Yes.
I'm going to say that they do hear you and are not happy about it. They tighten their formation a little bit and are getting a little bit closer to the craft.
All right. As,
Soba's hand goes back to the javelin. Now Soba throw?
Maybe still not the best idea to do it.
hang on. I've got a little bit something for this kind of thing. As he reaches into his pack and pulls out a small sheet of parchment. As he's at first it seems like that he's going that Rodolak is going to scrawl like a permission slip or like some kind of contract saying that like the airspace is fine, you know, as like some kind of ruse or something. I have here with this very official looking sheet of paper. The paper immediately blows out of his hands and he looks back.
Oh my god.
As he turns around to the rest of the group and is like, I'm out of ideas.
So he's like looking through his like. I like the idea that Flicker's like looking through his stuff and he just keeps throwing them away. So it's just like a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. Like it's just like it's like a Rubik's cube. It's like oh, I don't even know what this is. He throws it away. And he like
Like
I
it's some
have
freakazoid shit.
Yeah, it's exactly that kind of stuff.
I like one of the people in Jade's chat's like, can he cast Vicious Mockery? I do not have magic.
Yeah, you're not a bard.
Well, yeah, Bon Mot.
Bon Mot, but that's different.
It's yeah, it is, but like, yeah. You got tricks. You, once born, you must not.
That's not what?
What's a
You
once
land.
born?
Oh, have they been? Do they reincarnate?
I wouldn't know. I've not seen this. I've
Well,
not read
once
about
born.
this kind of.
Once born could like Rodolak gets a little bit distracted. It's like, well, once born implies that they could have either been they were that we were born previously as opposed to being crafted or something, or it could mean that they've been reincarnated more than one time. But I'm sorry, we've got birds here. Hold on.
One of the Kenku curls up mid-flight and draws a sword into their foot talons.
Wait, well, what did they do?
Well,
He's
with their
he's
wings-
drawing.
Yeah, with their arm wings outstretched, they curl up and grab their sword and draw it with their feet.
Do any of you have a bag of spices?
I have a
I might have.
proposed action.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I'm terrified.
Cece is going to send one of her spiders out on the wing.
And it'll do what?
It just throws a net of wire on the Kenku as it curls up.
Yeah!
Boom.
You're drawing a sword, like, to attack the aircraft.
I
I'm
might
gonna need an
have.
attack roll from that.
It is a check for tamper, so would you like me to just do my tamper check?
This is an attack roll, not a tamper. This isn't a disruption. This is a net. You know, this is trying to take someone out of the sky.
So yeah,
Right.
I would be interpreting it as the armor tamper, which is just minus speed.
Okay,
and
so
disadvantage on actions.
it's not actually going
It's
to
more just
dumpster
it's
them.
to like bind its weapon and like stop it from drawing the sword.
Got it. Okay. I thought you were trying to drop
But
them out of the
it's-
sky.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah, no,
I
it's
heard that.
more
I was like,
It's more like you've brought
Web.
your feet up to your face. You're netting the face to the feet.
Okay. Go ahead with tamper then. Yeah.
Okay. Crafting check
Highway
against their
patrol. That's the
reflex
thing I was
DC.
thinking of.
Yep.
I was thinking of highway patrol.
So let's say 20.
Give me 1 second here. And you did say that was for the swordsman?
Mhm.
Which one is that? Hold on a second. No, it's this one. Where's my dice? I need my dice now.
Hmm.
You'd think I would be prepared, but, hi.
You would think.
That'd be weird.
You think I'd have my own dice with me, but I like to keep everyone guessing.
That is exactly 20. So a tie goes to who in this right now? Actually, tie goes to defender, right?
are you?
Yeah, they match
Mm.
Doesn't
your
say
target
on
number.
here at least. Well, it's their DC, so I met
Yeah.
the DC.
Okay, so yeah, they met the DC. That's exactly, actually.
So that's a success then?
It's a success for them because they met your DC, I believe.
It's their reflex DC that I'm rolling against.
Oh, I'm not rolling a reflex save.
No, it's a reflex DC, it says.
Ah, okay, got it. Then you are successful by 1 point.
Hooray!
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is minus 10-foot speed penalty until it takes an action to remove it.
Okay. Well, foot speed isn't really.
So yeah,
But-
yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
is it-
like
Wing
the
speed in this
mechanical-
case.
That's
Yeah,
the
I know.
mechanical, like what it says. But what I'm doing with it is just it entangles the sword arm.
Yeah, I'm still gonna giggle about it though.
It is the funny.
Hmm.
All right. That does entangle their one of their feet, and locks up their sword, which is fairly difficult to remove when both arms are engaged in flight.
Mhm.
One of the
I
other
really
one-
want to just start throwing things at them.
And actually, how are they going to phrase this? I think they're just going to say the word fireball, and just assume that you pick up on what they're putting down. You know, I think that they're just going to say that word, and assume that you understand what exactly the threat is.
I like to think that we end up thinking that one of the wings randomly caught on fire because Flicker worked on this. Like somehow it caught on fire.
Jeez. So they are like actively like casting spells at us now, right?
Yes. You have outlived their goodwill. Goodwill.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right.
I mean, I did...
Cowabunga,
That
it
is
is.
fair.
Soba is throwing a javelin. The one who cast the fireball, Soba's throwing a javelin. That is
It didn't cast yet. It is preparing.
No,
Oh.
they're threatening to cast a fireball
Yeah,
at us.
they're
Oh.
threatening to cast the fireball unless you land.
Oh.
I think. we
Okay.
have-
Okay, well, we'll keep that 17 for a moment, and Soba's going to, once again, holding her javelins, be like, Soba throw? Like, looking at Rodalek, because Rodalek is basically our de facto leader.
Soba throw.
Yeah, Soba throw. So that is a 28.
That is an absolute hit.
And she's throwing it at the one that said fireball, if I can tell which one that one is.
Yeah, give me 1 second here.
So that is, that's 5 damage, because I rolled a 1, Jesus Christ.
Well, it's a good thing we have. The preparation of parachute.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good.
Okay, how do I lower the amount of javelins I have here? Okay, I just have to do it like that. That's fun. Soba throw. She just hucked this javelin to the one that said fireball.
You're not getting that javelin back.
No. To be fair, she can just like pick up rocks as when we land. They'll do the
Yeah.
same.
Javelins are not that difficult to make either.
Yeah. like Soba's stats, honestly, I think she actually would do more damage if she picked up a rock and threw it.
Right, they take 5 damage. Well, let's see how good. I don't know if we want to go to. Are we going to initiative order while you're in the air? I mean, I suppose we are, huh?
Yeah.
I mean,
Seems like it.
I think that we all count as the same initiative because of the vehicle.
yeah. So like, what's the vehicle's initiative roll?
The pilots, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're all technically the pilots.
No, we
Oh,
are
yeah.
not.
No,
CC
CC.
is.
Cece's the pilot.
CC has
Am I
radius,
the
effectively.
am I the co-pilot then?
All right.
guessing
You
I'm
want to
a
roll for
co-pilot.
initiative? Let's go for it.
Let me just head over to the. You know what? No, we can do it here in the air still. Sure. Okay.
Theater mind. Theater of the mind.
Yep. Theater. mind,
Jade,
let's go.
Jade, I have a question that will determine how I proceed. Is the height we're at, is it deadly?
I
Uh-huh.
assume yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, technically, you can survive a fall from any height.
I mean, to be fair, we have been drifting downwards for a while, so I think it's.
Yeah.
It's
From
a
a
fair
mountain
question.
top?
We're still above the
Sweet.
tree line.
So if you're saying is if I fall, I can aim for the trees and maybe be okay.
You have a
That's completely
parachute.
up to you. That's completely up to you. Yeah, you
Yeah,
have
we
the
have the
parachute.
parachutes too.
Okay. Follow-up question: how strong do these Kenku look?
They're Kenku.
Fairly strong, if I'm being honest.
Strong enough to
Both
lift a
Kenku.
Soba.
Oh, you mean like physically strong, not like
Yeah.
reasonable.
As in,
for
if
challenge.
Soba jumped to one and tried to grab hold of them, could they keep her aloft?
It is doubtful.
I mean, I figured not, but I figured I would ask.
This sounds like some Saturday morning action cartoon shenanigans, and I'm all for it.
I want to go. So you know that guy from 40K who's that Kadashan guy who screams a lot?
There's a lot of those.
Marble?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
what's his name? You know the one.
Slime Marble.
Yeah,
Slime Marbo. Yeah, I wanted to. Yeah, Soba wants to jump at one of the Kenku if they come close.
Right, one tick here.
This is where Jade tells me that I'm not allowed to play anymore.
So you roll. Its perception is your initiative, effectively, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Good. Fantastic. I love it. Sorry, what was your last question? I just wanted to...
What? Wait, my question, or did someone else ask one? I don't...
Do you have another question that I set aside for a second?
No. My question was, how strong, how much weight could they carry? I think I have my answer. I still know what I'm gonna do. It's just gonna be dumber.
Where's the? I wish we had. Alright, we don't have the initiative tracker on this version of the map.
No, we don't.
I think I will
character
swap.
tracker.
Where is it?
Yeah, we got the character tracker here. Here you go, character tracker.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. There you go.
So, what is the name of the Kenku mage?
Aardvark.
Why Aardvark?
Ardivar?
I don't know. I think I wanted to go for Ardivar, but I switched
like
over
Ardivar.
to...
Soba will call him Taxi.
Great Dictator just opened a dictionary and found the first word.
No. It's because I saw like a cartoon with an Aardvark character, and it was still somehow fresh in my mind.
You just did the equivalent of like, what's your name? My name is Salt Pepperington.
Nice.
I mean, I'm not denying it.
The
I'm not
thing is-
denying
It's a good name.
If we're going by like D&D Kenku naming, their name can just be a random sound.
Borb.
True.
Yeah.
So
Borb.
what is the name?
I love the idea of like fruit squish.
I am proposing Borb because this spellcasting bird would be contemplating their Borb.
Yeah,
Yep.
I am bored.
No. Okay.
I'm finding it.
Alright, what is the name of the Kenku leader?
Howard.
Howard.
His name is...
Howard the Crow.
His name is Flockface, because he is the face of the flock.
Fair enough.
You know, I dig that. I dig that.
I dig that too. Just I always think like, hey, this mythical or like
Posted the
magical-
image if you want to show it, Jade. In a New World.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
terrified. Oh, Ponder the Orb.
oh,
Love it.
great.
Oh no.
It is very great.
The bird wizard contemplates the Borb.
Oh no.
But yeah, I'm always a fan of like fantasy creature with the most basic name, regular person name. Always.
Oh, it's actually up on stream. Oh well. And what is the name of the Kenku swordsman?
The sound of an owl hooting. To go with
Slash.
Their name is
Slash.
Shing.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Shing.
yeah,
Shing works actually, yeah.
Yeah,
Shing
Shing.
or Slash, I want to say. I want to say Slash works as well.
Slash or Shing, either way.
All right.
I gotta roll my initiative.
Now, if you recall, for your initiative, you can roll a thing, and you can choose whatever you want to roll, and you may use any information gathering skill that you wish for your initiative.
What are my rolls?
I'm sorry, as a part of the initiative. Go ahead.
What are my rolls today? I got a nat 20 for an initiative.
Nice.
Wait.
Where would I find initiative on the character sheet? I'm trying to look for it.
It defaults to perception.
That's perception is usually it.
Jade?
Hello,
Seeing
I'm
as Soba is not so much a smarty pants and more of a doer, could I roll an athletics to try and jump onto one of the birds?
On your activation, you could try.
Yes, that is my information gathering skill. Reposition.
It is not going to be easy. In fact, it's a you know it's a terrible idea, but you know what?
I know
That's
it's a
not
terrible
hard.
idea, but like I'm
So-
looking at a plus 11 modifier versus a plus 0.
We've got a
It's
bit
a
of an
funny
impasse
idea,
between myself
so-
and Flockface.
That's
Like
the
I
important part.
like I've said multiple times, Soba is all heart, no brain.
Ty goes,
Do we?
Huh?
Ty goes to who?
Ty goes to the players.
Okay, so then I guess I'll go first then.
All right. Well, we need the rest of the initiatives for the players.
Right.
I got
Mine's
20
10.
total.
No, wait.
You've
If I can
gotta
use any
put
of my
it on
information gathering skills, 13.
Where do I gotta put it?
So I just put it on my thing. Yeah,
Oh,
that's it.
right.
I'm smart.
I'm
I
gonna-
remember how to do things.
I'm going to be back in just a moment. In the meantime, I want you to consider what you want your opening information gathering skill to be and what you'd like to know. I'll be back in just 1 second.
I'm really hoping I have a hero point here. Like I forget. Do we start the session with one, or is Jade using a different set, the different rule set? I don't remember.
I need one for me. I need one for myself.
Hang on. Oh, there you go.
I think we've been the way that we've been doing the like hero points has been relating to skill challenges.
Usually, yeah.
The platinum coin thing.
Is a little unfortunate because this system is a little designed around having hero points relatively frequently.
I
You all do have. I'm going to say that you all do have a platinum coin, which is a hero point, in addition to whatever you had before, and I'll even tip my hat and say you can all have a gold coin as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna re-roll because I got a 1. Did it roll? Why is it not doing? Come on. What am I getting?
I do not recall what you guys had
Okay.
for.
How much did you get?
So that was a 7 that time, which is better. Plus 11, that is an 18 for my athletics.
Is that enough for her?
Plus, what on your initiative? Did you make an initiative token?
That. Oh, I did not. Did not realize that's what we were doing. I am dumb. So that's an 18. So I am right above Ardvar.
Yes, you can do that on
what?
your turn, and your information gathering can be the question of, do you think you can do that?
I can't pick it up.
The answer is
I can't pick it up. It will not move. Thank you.
By the way, does Rodolak go before me, or do I go before him? As we
That's
both
up to
got
you.
20...
That's up to you.
Generally,
So
the way that's determined is based on dexterity score. So whoever has the higher dex.
Well,
Oh, that's definitely
you know what?
probably not gonna be. That's probably not gonna be me. My dex is +2.
My dex is probably higher than that if I shoot. Yeah, it's +3.
All right,
There you go.
Go first then.
All right. First things first. Information gathering skills. Who would like to know something about the current situation?
I would like to know if we would die.
I would. I'm using Arcana to see which one's the dangerous spellcaster one.
Okay.
That's fair.
I'm gonna do a weird one. I am going to do. I'm gonna do a nature roll.
Uh huh.
To see to recall if I have what do you call it? To recall knowledge on Kenku and if they have sensitive noses.
Oh, interesting.
Get rotated, idiot.
Bill,
I have
what is
keen
your thing?
recollection and I can take assurance.
Arcana?
Yeah, did you roll it?
Yeah, 13?
Okay. Alright, you can easily tell which one the mage is, but
I don't get much more information about
you don't get a lot more
anything.
information from that, no.
Yeah.
Alright, Magus, you want to know about noses, you say?
Yes, about the Kenku.
I don't believe they have particularly sensitive noses, but they do have extremely sensitive ears. And at least one of them
Okay.
can use telepathy, for whatever that's worth.
Okay.
Cece,
a weird justification, but Cece is looking at this as like these Kenku. She's basically seeing them as something akin to Coast Guard, basically. Is what her assumption is. So she's actually going to give them a look over for like any kind of unifying insignia or symbol that indicates that they are of an official organization of some sort.
That's a good idea.
They are all
I'm
wearing,
working defensively. But...
They're all wearing very similar necklaces with large pendants in the middle. Give me a perception check as yes. Give me one more roll for that of perception from CC.
Okay. That's a 16.
All right. Next up.
Oh God.
Is that everybody?
I
No,
guess.
Flicker didn't. Yeah.
I guess Flicker would probably ask. I mean, given the situation, the first two questions seem like that they encompass a lot. So I think I'm gonna use my time and squander it by asking. Do they look like their bones are frail, like real birds?
I mean,
How they bones looking?
they can't exactly, stay afloat that effectively if they weren't.
Mhm.
Oh, good. That might make every shot more easy. Take them down.
All right, give me one brief. Go ahead.
Every shot, like, of course, I'm the one that asks the bone question.
Yeah. No, it's
Which
fine.
makes-
Everyone's got bones, allegedly.
Yeah, but
Allegedly.
I'm asking how frail are you? How frail are your bones? Like I'm a doctor, except I'm a
Yeah. So I guess that's just me left, right?
Yeah.
So this is a separate roll from our initiative check, right?
You can use your initiative for this.
Okay, so I rolled athletics for my initiative. I'm gonna roll another athletics to try and see which Kenku is close enough that I could hit them, so I could reach them if I jumped from the glider.
It's like she's doing calculations, but she doesn't know what calculations are.
She's like a cat. Like Soba is like a cat. She might not understand math, but she understands like enough, right? Like that instinctive. So that is. Gee, why was that 16 when I needed it? So that is a 27.
Okay, and that's. Okay, so I'm sorry. Where? Go ahead.
No, like, yeah, 27 to determine which one is close enough for her to jump at and reach.
It would be the swordsman.
All right, good, excellent, a strong one.
So.
All right. Yep. Sorry, go ahead.
You will have to be concerned, shall we say, about the craft itself. Because your HP is, important, but managing to repair, steer, or handle the craft is kind of as important as, your ability to survive yourself. Likewise, this can be more difficulty as the enemies are attempting to attack the craft as well.
Okay.
That's why Soba's attacking them where they are, so they can't get close to the craft.
Alright,
there you
who's
go.
going first? Flicker or Rodalock?
Flicker.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I do have as one of my gadgets the ye old classic net attack. So, or throwable net, I guess, or shootable net. So I guess I will be doing that to the closest target.
All right, closest target is the swordsman, who already has some webbing around around themselves.
Second closest then. Actually, no. I'm just gonna ask: is the mage within shooting distance?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. Wow, that's so typical. Like the first one where it matters, that it's like, well, actually, okay. To be fair, the first two kind of mattered, but still, I don't think I have enough to like.
Yeah, no.
Add that. Yeah, so I'm just gonna write that one off as lost. Well, there goes one of my gadgets for the day. Is there anything else I can do? That's like 2 actions, right? Or was that 1?
I believe an attack is a single action, though you are at minus significant penalty for every one past the first.
Okay, so can I try the following? Since they are in our trail, I assume they're behind us.
They are on either side of you.
Okay. Was kind of hoping they would be in our trail, because then I might be able to do this. So I guess that's not gonna pan out now. I wanted to try and throw like a bag of spices at him, but I don't. I think the air flow is just gonna make it miss. What else can I do? I don't think I have anything that I can really use in my item list.
All right.
Got a fishing tackle. Just try to fish for them.
I mean, hey, fishing wire works very good as a garrote, or so I'm told.
Yet again, if they were behind us, every one of these suggestions would. I mean, actually, hell, I might as well ask the GM. Could I try and fish for one of them?
To fish for one of them?
Yeah. Like, considering that they're on the sides or whatnot.
How are you defining fishing?
Just trying to grab one of them with the thing and force them down, I guess. But, yeah. I'm grasping it. I'm grasping it.
With a fishing rod.
I'm grasping at straws here. Okay. I'll save my.
Sorry.
I'll save another attempt for next turn. Yeah,
okay.
Go ahead, Brother Lack. Magus?
Is it my turn now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Okay. All right. So instead of trying to pull out any kind of weapons or anything like that, I'm going to attempt something a little ridiculous.
Yeah, let's go.
That's the way as it should
All right.
be.
I've got an idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Expeditious Introspection to seek anything that's within our inventory for a reed of some kind.
Okay.
Seek is a free action in this instance. Does anybody have a reed of some kind in their inventory, or something that is like a long, hollow tube of some kind?
I do have my spyglass that I still haven't fixed. I also have a depth gauge. Probably something in my alchemist tools. I have.
You know what? You should probably have like a. You might have a hollow stirring stick or a straw or something in your alchemist kit.
Okay.
Probably.
Don't get it in their nose. That's actually I think that might be an eco crime.
Is that okay for us to hand wave that a little bit, Jade?
Sure.
All right. I'm going to be spending my turn and as many turns as you think is necessary to combine that straw with my water skin. I will be destroying my water skin doing this, but I am going to be attempting to make a shrill noisemaker of some sorts, like a really loud like whistle. Are you familiar with the? Are you familiar with the Aztec? Are you familiar with an Aztec death whistle?
Yeah.
Oh
That
no!
is not where I thought this would go.
I'm going to try and jury rig something out of my water skin and the straw. I'd have to like crumple it up pretty tight and shove the straw through it to get it to blow in the right way. But it'll either sound like a bagpipe or like a really shrill scream. So
Okay.
May I do a crafting roll?
Absolutely. That'll take you a full turn, though.
Yeah,
Yes, I assume it's going to take me a little bit.
Can I give him assistance in the form of like, if you
No
can
need. I got a 29.
Not wow. You are
Nice.
on a roll today. Haha.
Nailed it. Yeah.
I had never heard of one of those things before, so I typed in Aztec D, and it auto-filled Aztec Death Whistle, which is cool.
It is a whistle that screams.
Yeah.
I actually have one in my possession right now. I'm staring at it.
Neat.
Do not blow
Oh, you
it.
should
It's
blow it on
scary.
stream.
That's
Do
what I
not
was
blow
planning
it.
on doing.
That's not a
Well,
good
I'll
idea.
take a step back, but
Fool, do not toot it!
Do not you fool! You doomed the soul.
all right,
Doom
that's my turn.
toots as he pleases.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
He starts doing the doom music.
Okay. Is it?
Baby bebe? Baby bebe. Baby bebe.
The
We just turned into the cast Star Fox. Well,
One
we
of
are
the-
flying right now, so it's appropriate.
the Kenku leader moves in front of your craft and begins slowing down and to grab hold of the lead part of it, the foremost part.
He's gonna regret doing that.
He is going to attempt to be destroying a piece of the craft. You will. Someone may want to disrupt and reverse the damage. Who would like to sacrifice their next one of their next actions to try to maintain the craft?
I think, honestly, he's right in front of Cece.
That was his first mistake.
What does she have? She has stuff in her pockets, so I'm just trying to I'm checking really quick if there's something that she's carrying that would be ideal for the exact situation right now.
Okay, hang on. I do have a thing that I was gonna say, but this is gonna require Jade. Just to save CC the action. Jade, can Soba just jump at him if he's that close to the glider?
I mean, he's basically grabbing onto the glider at this point.
Yeah,
So
Soba's gonna jump at him and just tackle him.
I think the main issue with that right now is that because of the
He's
way
holding-
the
he's
our
holding the
crew is
glider?
arranged to keep the weight organized, you're behind
Oh, right.
Cece.
Oh,
Yeah, you're all the way
right.
at the
Yes,
back.
I'd have to climb over. Okay, yeah, never mind then. Sorry,
You'd have to
I
climb the
completely
whole length of the
misunderstood.
craft because you were at the back.
I
Yeah.
completely misunderstood
like,
how we were
you
set
could,
up. I'm
like-
sorry.
You could swing underneath the bottom,
Mm.
like you're climbing, like you're using monkey bars.
Because there is the bar for each each person, but you'd have to
Yeah.
remove the harness that's securing you onto the craft too.
And then do it. Yeah. Okay,
That's
never mind.
just
Do what
attached
you
by,
were
like,
gonna do.
A carabiner, right?
Yeah. Do what you were gonna do. I was just trying to save you your action. Because you can do more stuff than I can.
I think actually the best thing for the situation right now, for where Cece is she is going to just direct her spider that's already on the wing to come to the front.
All right.
So it's just gonna have like the wire spread out across its front legs and just waiting for him to dare try and come touch it. She's like, go ahead, see what happens.
I imagine it's doing that one spider gif. Oh, I can't find it. Oh, you know the one though where it's like it's got its hands up like this.
Yeah, this one.
Oh yeah, that
peacock
one. That's
spider.
that's the exact same one. Yeah.
It's the peacock
Yeah,
spider.
yeah.
It's pretty much that. It's just got like the steel wire across its front legs.
Hmm.
I apologize. We gotta redeem for it. Yep.
Yep. I know I shouldn't say like, oh, just like this, and then put something up that like no one on either stream could see. I'm so sorry.
It's a cute jumping spider.
Yeah, it's a peacock jumping spider.
Uh,
I think like 90% of everyone watching the stream probably knows about it, and if you don't, try go in Discord, or if you're on Discord, and just hit into the gifs, peacock jumping spider.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, if you like cute things, you've seen this thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's basically it's the threat of she's going to bind its wings, the leader's wings together if he tries to approach the craft.
All right.
And she is going to cite a quick, because this is maritime is the closest thing to this. Cece is just going to start loudly reciting maritime law at
Is CC's just going full sovereign citizen on them?
Give me intimidation, actually.
Oh my god, that...
I am not driving, I am traveling.
I don't think that she is trying to intimidate. I think she is just stating the laws regarding self-defense of a craft.
I am a sovereign citizen. You cannot pull me over. Who is your person? Who is your person?
It's intimidation, or it's like not really deception. I don't know. I think intimidation.
I was just
still
gonna
would
go
be
with
the play.
engineering. But I can absolutely roll intimidation and see if he is intimidated by it.
Oh,
That's
jeez.
a 19.
Intimidated
Alright.
by big words, I see.
You will keep the gem.
Okay.
Do you have any? That takes one of your actions. You have your actions to go.
Okay. I think one action Cece is just going to brace, like reserve for the next emergency to come up because she is the one piloting this thing.
Okay, hold action.
So, yeah, so she'll hold action, which is the 2 actions to hold action.
I mean, I like to think I'm co-pilot here in this whole thing.
Yeah.
Might not
She's,
learn how
like,
to...
because of the way the whole thing was built, she is like, because she doesn't have the freedom to, like, saddle in the same way as everyone else. Cece just put herself at the one spot where she has to control the takeoff, the landing, the steering.
Yeah.
Because she has no other option. She can't just bail out as easily.
Fair enough.
All right, Soba.
Alright, so closest motherfucker, Soba jump. And just like for like mechanically, I want to make to jump, and I want to use my sudden charge feature. I'm assuming I roll in athletics to do the jump, right? Or you want me to roll something else?
Jump is athletics.
Oh,
All right.
Okay. All right, Soba jump.
You're jumping at the swordsman, which you can get to from the side.
Yeah, she's jumping at the close one, which I think you said was the swordsman. So that is a 21. And using my sudden charge, I'm going to use a action to just grapple him and just kind of lock his wings out. So he's essentially a fucking glider for her at this point.
AC is actually one higher than that.
Okay.
The athletics for the jump, like the grapple is different.
Yeah. Right,
So,
right. What I'm saying is that
You have to make a separate attack for grappling as
yeah.
well.
I
Right.
can.
That first one, like the grapple, would be a separate check, would it not?
Probably.
That's
Go for it.
yeah.
Yeah. And
was
that would
against
be
DC, right?
against the grapple one's against his fortitude.
Ah.
His fortitude, for either his fortitude or reflex, I think. Hang on, let me check.
Yeah, I imagine those are very different. So
What I can see is
Probably
either
pretty
his fortitude
important.
it's either his fortitude or reflex, whichever one. And that is a oh shit, what did I roll on that second one? Is that a 5?
It says
5.
athletics check against fortitude DC.
Okay. Oh yeah, the reflex one. The reflex one is a feature, so that's still a 16. By the way, that's still a 16. That's a 16 versus whatever his fortitude is, unless he has the feature that lets him use his reflex.
Fortitude is plus 15, so
So meets it, beats it.
I think that's a roll plus 15, right? Which is going to be anything but a 0.
it's not.
No.
I don't
No,
think
no,
that
no,
opposed
no.
rolls are a thing.
Okay.
Yeah. If his fortitude DC says 15, then that means I have to roll a 15 or higher to grapple him.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so Soba just like jumped on his back and just like has him like in a full Nelson, holding his wings out to the side and just shouting to the other Kenku, "Come, stupid birds, come get Soba!" And she's just like wrestling this thing like a glider, like trying to just shoulder check the other birds.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
That would be all 3 of my actions though, so like I can't actually try and ram into them yet because that's all 3 of my actions to unbuckle, jump, and then grapple.
Yep, that makes sense.
Now it's Ardavar's one.
Thank you, Soba. Thank you so much.
They are barely able to maintain flight and are just trying to get their sword arm free. Which the first thing they're going to do is exactly that. They're going to free up their sword arm off of the spider, and then they're going to attempt to throw you off. Breaking grapple is rolling for.
They need to beat my fortitude, I think.
Just really quick though. I think
Yeah?
Shing was the swordsman, Ardavar was the spellcaster.
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, okay, I just wanted to double check.
Yes.
Hang on. I'm gonna actually look up the grapple rules specifically for
Yeah.
Pathfinder.
While you're doing that, Ardavar is going to try to fireball you.
Oh, Shing comes last. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's not going to be a problem.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right. Okay. Your target is grabbed until the end of your next turn, unless you move or your target escapes. Okay. Well, how do you escape
An
that?
escape is a separate action. Which is either... Yeah, it is the athletics DC of the creature grabbing you.
Oh, athletics DC. Okay
They have to
then.
use an unarmed attack modifier against the athletics DC to escape.
Jeez.
Okay, yeah, and I don't think
Yeah,
he's
that's
beating
wild.
that. I literally don't think he's beating that.
Yeah, no, I don't think Kenkus are known for incredible strength.
Yeah.
Well, the swordsman is definitely.
Yeah,
Well,
the
so he-
swordsman's
so he
probably
has
going to be
to-
the strongest one. But again,
Yeah.
don't worry about it. It's not a problem.
He has to beat. Well, Soba counts as a size larger. Soba counts as a large creature, so doesn't he have a negative? If you're grappling a
make
large
sense.
creature? Yeah.
We'll worry about it after Costa does what
Yeah.
Costa is going to do.
Sorry.
'Cause I'm
Sorry.
terrified of this.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Ardavar is going to fireball the fireball the craft that you're on.
That sucks.
It does.
I am not happy about that. I'm not happy about it. On the plus side, the inevitable flickering came true. It caught fire somehow.
All right, let's see. Yep. It is 6d6 damage. My goodness. I would like
It's a reflex save.
It sure is a reflex save.
Wait, from everyone?
Yep. You're all within the range, and it was a guaranteed strike on the craft.
I know. I just had to be sure.
Oh my god.
24.
I
Actually,
that's
can I
not good.
use this for my reserved action?
Yes?
When I see the spellcaster starting to prepare the fireball, just swerve directly into them?
Oh!
Oh my god.
It is the one place you're not going to fireball.
I got.
I love
got
that
21 on
CC
that
and Soba
reflex.
have the exact same plan. My
21?
god.
Okay. What is piloting? It would normally be...
Potentially survival or
Yeah, I was thinking
performance.
survival too.
Or performance.
Let me check, because I think there are actually rules because of vehicles being a thing.
Yeah. I would tentatively say survival. I wouldn't say performance, because performance is a charisma skill.
Oh, I guess.
Hmm.
Okay, so there's no... It's not called pilot, at least. It's not called
and-
drive.
So I actually had a character who was a sailor once, and the way that they did it there was if you had the lore of sailing, you could roll a lore check. Otherwise, it was convince the DM. That was the rule.
Well,
I
So-
almost
know
think
why,
it should be a
but for some
crafting
reason
check
you were-
because it's something she made.
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
use my lore of engineering, because it is...
Yeah, that would also
something
work.
That I...
I'll accept lore of engineering. That makes more sense to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but when you said I had a character that was a sailor once.
It is a
and the
20.
first thing that- Nice. The first thing that popped into my mind was literally like hearing that like little sailor jig.
Oh,
So
boy.
I'm not trying to imagine what character you made.
J-
So that was a total of 20.
Alright. I'm going to say that is going to protect... I think I'm going to say that is an automatic success on everybody's reflex. Though, to your
Yay.
surprise, they do not stop casting, and they will be taking that
Ooh.
damage as well.
Oh, neat.
Let me... It's half of this. Alright, so
13?
that's an incredibly low roll, just for the record.
That's good. For us.
Make a wildly low roll.
Everyone takes 7, is it?
Yep, everyone takes 7.
Okay,
And-
that's acceptable.
Yeah,
except for
that's-
Soba, because Soba's not on. Soba's not
a
on
lo-
the thing.
That's a lot better than I thought it was going to be, because I rolled 1, 1, 2, 2 for the dice roll. So, count blessings on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's kind
Yes,
of incredible.
I definitely am.
But you are correct. You are incorrect. They do not hesitate to attack in a way that attacks themselves as well.
Mm.
Ka.
Interesting.
That's not great. So I shout to Soba, Soba, head to the tree, and cast enlarge on Soba.
Interesting.
Wait. What did he say? Aim for the tree?
I said
yeah,
head to the tree.
And then cast enlarge on Silva.
Oh no!
I don't think that's gonna do what I think it's gonna do.
I mean, I think Soba's taking a direct path to the ground. I think.
That's what it sounds like.
Luckily, she has a soft landing.
Yeah, exactly. I figure you can figure this out.
I mean,
Wait,
I
hang
guess
on a
it would
minute.
be-
Soba counts as one size larger. You just made her a fucking gargantuan creature, technically. Holy fuck!
That is true.
Oh, this poor bird!
Oh.
Holy shit!
She
He
has
is
become
technic-
a huge creature and counts as gargantuan.
Yeah.
Oh my
Soma
my
has
goodness.
God.
learned meteor drop.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
I have two options. I can do something smart or I can do something funny, and I chose the right one.
Yes, you did.
Always go for the funny, even if you know, even for
Oh,
someone
this
like
bird
me,
is. I'm gonna turn this bird into paste when I hit the ground.
And quite
There's going to be
possibly
a
yourself.
furrow and just wings on the side of the end of the furrow.
Oh.
Okay, the comic's almost done.
Well, hang on, Jay. Fucking, I have a soft landing. The bird is a soft landing. I should at least take
Parachute,
less
too.
damage.
What you want to do is get the bird under you, and
Which he
right
is.
that. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So you are effectively going to be taken out of this combat, and you're okay with that?
Yeah, no, this is funny. This is just funny.
Okay, all right.
I'm totally fine with that.
I don't know what
Give me 3 back-to-back grappling checks as you plummet to the ground. Each one of these is going to determine a percentage of the damage of who takes which. Who takes that random new strike.
So, boop, boop, boop. Okay, so that is 7, 11, 14. So that is
7 and 11.
Jeez. Okay, so that is 18, 22, and 25.
That is 2
I'm pretty
successes
sure,
and a failure.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what was? Oh yeah, because his fortitude was a 15, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, no, I beat 15 all time. Each time.
I'm actually no. I'm rolling this as contested. I'm making.
Okay.
Because
here you go, guys.
Yeah, you're both grappling with each other on the spiral to the ground.
Okay, fair enough.
I posted the comic.
What's your HP, Soba? Just wondering.
90.
Oh, you'd be fine regardless.
Yeah.
You can just jump off a mountain.
I'm also pretty sure doesn't rage give me temporary. Can I rage on the way down?
Yes.
Because I guess that gives me temp HP equal to my 11 plus con mod. To my level plus con mod. We are level 5, so that's 9 extra. So I have a functional HP of 99.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
This may be the best thing I've ever done in an RPG.
Discord as well, by the way.
Oh, I love that.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Sprig.
I just shared the comic over on my Discord as well.
Yeah, the comic is very good.
I love that.
Did you see it? Did you see it, Magus?
Give me a second.
Oh.
So
sorry, I'm doing like 2 different things while I'm doing this with you guys.
It's okay.
So not only do I have a functional HP of 99, because Soba is the prettiest unicorn, she can also heal herself when she lands.
I am the prettiest unicorn!
I was like, what the fuck is that?
Alright, seems legit.
The total fall damage is 112. Of which you take 34 by passing 2 of the 3 checks. You mitigated.
Let's go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Oh no, it's not there. Never mind.
Okay. So 99 minus 34. So I have 65. I'm assuming this just crushes the Kenku, right?
Yes.
Once Soba lands, she's just going to cast a 3-action heal on herself. She gets that once a day.
I like the fact that I'm sorry.
No, hang on. I just want to say, the visual for this, right? Angry Soba riding this Kenku all the way down to the ground, smashes into a crater. The dust clears, and there is just a Soba covered in Kenku blood with a unicorn horn sticking right out of her forehead as her wounds close.
Soba's heart stop. There it goes.
Oh God! Oh, you could even if you were like animating this, you could even have the bird like flip you over so you're on the bottom just as you get into the trees, and then it cuts to down to like the big cloud of dust and it clears and there's Soba.
I like it.
All right, and I'm gonna just do my oh wait, wait, those are D10s. Whoops. Gonna do my healing real quick before. So
Sure.
that's 6 plus 16. So I regained fucking
22
22 of that.
All right.
I really
oh,
should the comic while you were guys laughing over this. 'Cause it's like I like hearing the laughter as it comes from the thing.
Koss, give me Arcana.
Arcana, okay. That's not the right button. There we go. 27.
Okay. Soba.
Mm-hmm.
The bird is crumpled under your weight. The crater that they're in leaves them fairly disfigured. Their body begins to fade into a dust, and what is not able to fade shakes violently until it slowly breaks itself apart into the dust and is blown away.
So it is.
Sucks to be that guy.
Thing. They're gonna be real mad when they come back from respawn.
Koss?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's dead.
One of the necklace pendants on the raven, which is actually quite far away, but you're still able to see it, or feel it from through the magical rather than actually see it visually, begins to glow.
Ah. Okay.
His grandchildren are gonna feel that.
Yeah.
Flicker, you are up.
Okay, so how many of them are like on one side of the wing?
One is to the side of the wing, and one of them is actually holding on to the front of the craft.
Oh, so there were just like 3 of them. I thought those were like the 3 notable guys.
Nope, there's three of them plus a raven, which is out of range right now.
Right. Let's try. I want to say. Should I try blinding him, or should I try? Nah, I probably should go for the net in this instance. Oh, actually, the one at the front. Wait, the one at the front is at the front, right?
Yeah,
Still?
they are. Yeah.
Yeah, I should probably get rid of him before he does something bad. Guess I'll try netting him. All right.
The front is actually holding onto the craft, mind.
Yeah, that's why I feel like I should probably get rid of him.
Okay, just clarifying, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Second gadget, more net throwing. Wow, it's that kind of. It's gonna be like that.
Day,
huh? So that's a 6 plus 1 modifier. Do I count for that for attacks? I always keep forgetting, like an idiot. Is it just my dexterity, or is it like reflex?
Dexterity and proficiency.
Where's the proficiency? This is how my brain is. Like, is it under weapons? Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to hit plus 12. If I'm reading this correctly.
Okay, that is not enough.
No, wait, is it counting on this website? Does it already calculate in my proficiency and my... No, wait. No, well, I mean, the total would end up like 18 or something. Is that enough?
No, it is not.
Okay. Well,
Do you have another action you can take?
Okay, well he's in front of us now. Let me check. Do I have something? You know what? Okay, here's an idea. I have a ruler.
Hmm.
And it'd be one of those really long expanding rulers.
Oh God.
You're just gonna hit him with a meter
I don't
stick?
think you need to. I don't think you'd be able to get that kind of distance with a 1 meter stick.
Well, no.
Nah, that's why it's a 2 meter stick.
No. This is one of those. You're forgetting. This is Flicker. This is probably no ordinary ruler. This is probably like an extendo ruler that extends 4 or 5 times its length.
Yeah,
like
but
a
that feels like a
measuring tape.
magical object at that point.
Well,
It's
no,
like a
just
measuring
like
tape, but it's just steel and telescoping.
Oh God.
But yeah, would you? Does this premise sound believable, OGM of ours?
I mean,
It sounds
not
funny.
terribly, but it sounds funny, so I'll go with it.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna try and so I like pull this thing out and I try and it like I press like the extendo button that and it's like it's how should I put it? It's not jiggling. It's moving like it has like a lot of pressure built up, which shows the bad craftsmanship of this thing. So and he presses the button and
Oh!
it literally all of the rulers fall apart.
It just explodes in a bunch of springs and pieces.
Oh no.
I imagine it's like a party staff. It's like with a little metal, like, twist around thing, and then it's just got like a little nub on the end of each part so that it shoots out to the same extension every
Man,
time.
I gave it the
But
correct.
you forgot to give it a nub on them, so you like push the button and it just and like little teeny metal
Man, I gave it the
shims
correct.
come flying out.
I gave it the correct description.
Great
Oh,
dictator.
my God.
I'm supposed to be the cursed character, okay?
No. You see, the session started off like, haha, I am going to give him a sense of security with some really good rolls, and then I'm gonna pull it away. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, that was worth the laugh, even if it didn't do anything. Oh, speaking of, Jay, did you? I didn't. I wasn't watching. Did you show the audience the comic?
No, I need to do that. One sec. It is... Cat!
Hi,
That's
kitty.
a baby.
I saw
hear a
10
baby.
cats.
Somebody wanted
I saw 10
attention.
cats I saw 10 cats when I was in Dubrovnik. Half of them let them pet me. Let me. Pet
Aw.
Hell yeah.
Let them pet me. Just 10
Yeah,
cats
I
just
know.
patting your head.
I know.
I
Good person.
actually went to a friend's house yesterday, and
We're actually
he has,
difficult. We're difficult
he has
to
2
see.
cats.
Yeah.
The last battle is difficult to see. Sorry.
My friend has 2 cats, and one of them came over and let me pet him, and also rub his tummy. And his wife was extremely mad because that cat does not let her pet him.
Aw.
Aw.
Oh jeez.
I love the new worms. New and improved.
I could not think of anything more clever for that.
It's very good, is what it is.
Worms is new and improved is good. Like, no, that's excellent.
You know,
I
every
couldn't
time
think of anything better than something great. Oh, darn.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
I
Right then.
always wish, for some reason, I always wish I could do like stuff like advertising better. I don't know why. I just always love advertising art for some reason.
Look up the advertising
Okay.
art in Chimera Squad. It's actually excellent. All right, Rodelac,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
on.
I love it.
All right,
Yeah.
how many Kenku are surrounding us right now?
There is one spell caster, and there is one that is effectively grappling onto the craft itself.
All right, I'm gonna blow on that scream whistle as hard as I can. So what do I
right.
need to roll for this?
That's a performance check, isn't it?
Yep, I imagine it is. Alrighty. Let's see how well this works. I spent my entire action trying to build this thing, and I'm hopeful that it will do something. Let's see here. What do I got? Because I'm trying to see if I can do anything with this. I don't think I could use Bon Mot with this, but what I could at the very least do is make a screeching noise to see if I can get them to, like, you know, want to retreat because it's such an unpleasant noise. That is a 17, and with my performance, that makes it a 20.
Okay, that's not bad.
My dice are fire today.
Hey,
Yeah. About time, right?
look at you! Look at you!
I don't know if you want me
fucking-
to. I don't know if you want me to play this thing if I like stepped a couple of feet back.
I wanna
Please
hear
do
it
not. I
personally.
have a headache. I have a headache. Please do not.
I will not.
Yeah,
do that.
nothing that will actually hurt someone.
Yeah,
it
I
is
know what
actually
that
an
thing. I know what that thing sounds like. My professor in college brought one. No, please do not.
I'm not going to do it.
Well, great. Now
Okay,
I want you
I'd like to hear it
play
sometime, but not today.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'll probably look it up later.
Yeah, there's plenty of recordings of people.
Yeah, I bet.
somewhere. Anyway,
All right.
so yeah, I blow on that thing as hard as I can to get that screeching noise out there. I don't know if it will make them want to run away or anything like that, but I imagine if they
Describe-
have sensitive ears.
Describe the noise, if you would.
Like a cat has been introduced to a raccoon made out of pickle flesh.
Ew.
Just scream and nothing else. Just a screeching, unpleasant, shrill noise.
I would also have accepted the sound a Spaniard hears when they hear someone from Portugal. Because I mean, historically, that's who it was used against.
The screech is loud and painful, and it does absolutely disrupt the this is the situation, if you will. The mage actually is falters its spellcasting roll.
Nice.
That's
Alright.
That's the big result, is that the mage is actually going to be unable to cast this turn.
All right, let me,
Hey.
because I
Flicker
still got a
just
little
goes-
bit more action here.
Flicker just goes, "Are you trying to make me deaf?"
Yes.
The one grappling onto the craft is flinches, but they have braced themselves.
Okay, so, can I use this noise as my bon mot to lean towards what I do as the bon mot towards the spellcaster?
Absolutely. Yep, absolutely.
All right, so I roll a diplomacy check against their will DC. So my diplomacy
Roll against
is
their will to live.
plus 12. All right, plus 12. Let's see how this goes. 14, that is a 26. Is that a critical
Yep.
success or just a regular one?
That is a critical success.
All right, they get a -3 status penalty to perception and will saves for a minute.
Oof.
And, let's see here. Yeah, typically they are distracted.
Yeah, certainly. Oh,
That's one word for it.
All right, that's pretty much all I can do.
Okay, that's very powerful. The leader, Fluckface, is going to rake effectively at the top seams.
Mm.
Let me make a pair of rolls here. Well, that's a natural 20 on one of them. And the other one is also very high. There is the sailcloth. I mean, let's be honest. Sailcloths are fairly durable, but they're not made to actually resist a knife.
Yeah, not like a knife or a dedicated cutting implement.
Or talon.
Like these talons, which are basically knives.
Yeah.
That is... The craft has taken actually severe damage. It's very clear to you that they are not attacking you so much as they are attacking the craft itself. You know, understanding how flight works is and all.
Yeah.
Why do they understand how
But
flight
it
works?
is in reach of the spider now. He has
It absolutely
decided
is.
to tempt the spider.
Yes. The craft cannot take much more without some immediate and fairly extensive repairs. And Fuckface looks through the hole. He sticks his head down and looks through and at the occupants. His eyes settle on Koss, and there's a brief look of confusion. You are not once born.
Oh, you would?
What did he say?
Oh God.
Cece, you are up. Yeah, I thought you'd like that moment.
So she'll spend one of her actions to get her spider to do a tamper check.
Uh-huh.
Especially now that he stuck his head through the hole that he just made. It is going to first attempt to bind his wings together with steel wire. That is a 32.
Oh my God.
Horrifying.
So if he is... A critical is when you're 10 over, right?
Yes, you are correct.
Uh-huh.
So unless his reflex DC is higher than 22, that's a crit.
I assure you it is not higher than 22. However, there is a... they do have a reaction to which I was planning on using this turn anyways. Upon being hit, the Kenku disperses into a cloud of smoke and cinders. Just briefly, enough for the strike to pass through it, but it does fill the entire area around this for a brief moment. As you continue flying through, they will recoalesce just behind the craft.
But that does separate them from the craft?
It does separate them from the craft, yes.
Okay.
Okay. So the second action the spider gets, I guess, will be just a regular crafting check to stitch the tears that were just formed.
All right.
Which is a 22.
Right, you may take a coin. I would recommend the platinum, but you can take whichever one you want.
Oh, I thought we'd go from the bottom. I still have my other ones, so I'll take the copper.
Okay.
Get them out of the way. And then, you know what?
Huh.
Where is the caster in relation to us again?
Port.
Port side, okay. So when she sees the leader disappear into smoke and then reform behind the craft, she is going to shrug her parachute off and hold it by the pull cable but let go of the rest of the bag and just let it go.
Okay, yeah.
So the whole bag goes out the back of the craft and then suddenly the parachute opens immediately in his face.
Jesus.
Okay. Yes. Just yes. I was. Okay, yeah, that works. Let me roll a few dice right here, if I may.
Okay.
That's not enough. That's not enough.
Oh god.
Okay, that's enough. All right. They begin to tumble straight downwards, and just start slashing it and tearing at the parachute as they are completely entangled. They do manage to disentangle themselves, but they are nearly at tree level now, well below you guys.
It'll take them quite a while to catch back up.
It'll take them a few moments to catch up, yeah.
Now let's hope that gamble was worth it, shall we?
Yeah. Sure hope the person whose legs don't work doesn't need a parachute at some point.
Yep.
I mean, legs wouldn't help you that much anyway. So
I mean, they'll break first at least.
yeah.
And she'll use her last action to set another spider out onto the wings.
Okay.
So it uses one thing for movement and then the last one to attempt to patch the other tear. That's a 14.
That is not enough.
Okay.
That spider is not also a sewing machine. The first one was.
Yeah, she accidentally let out one of the ones with a welder, and it's like, oops.
Jeez.
Nope, you don't fix that. You come back here.
Oh gosh. So I'm just parsing for a moment how this character would proceed, because Artavar has taken a bit of damage, and
No, it's
No,
fine.
they are unable to cast this turn due to the disruption of the horn, and they being a spellcaster leaves them with somewhat less options than normal. But they are going to attempt to bodily crash into the plane, into the glider.
Hmm.
Okay.
Ooh, that is a high roll. All right. And you don't have an action available for steering.
No, I had to use everything I could just trying to do repairs.
And I as no, okay.
Yes. If you want to, I will let Flicker. I will let you take your next turn's action to try to do something about this.
Thank you. Let's
No,
hope
Artavar
that
just hit the craft.
Yeah, they basically body slammed into it. Just
Okay.
turned their wings and tried to physically strike it.
And bounced off
Bounced
after
off.
doing like a significant amount of damage.
After
Let
doing
me be
significant
clear.
damage.
Flicker is doing a thing to counter it, though.
Yep, it is very noticeable that they have no defensive considerations.
Mm-hmm.
Flicker, how do you react?
They're trying. I essentially try to like push us downwards and then upwards again to try get them to kind of like throw them off in a sense. Like when they start moving their bodies and it's like mid movement. You know where it's like then when they don't expect it. So it's like so I'm just doing like a dive and then a quick upwards again.
So like rolling with a punch.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be
Surely
fine.
your dice.
Oh, everything!
there it
except
is.
for the attack.
Oh my
Everything
gosh.
Let's
except for the
go.
attack. What do I add to it? If there was anything?
We were making a survival check with the wisdom.
Okay, for me, my survival is +0, so... or,
18's
wait, did
still
you
pretty
say,
good.
do I add wisdom then?
Well, survival
wait.
adds you wisdom, yeah.
Yeah, well, that doesn't matter, they're both zeros.
Yeah.
So it's lucky that it's an 18, lucky 18. It'll roll red for every attack, but apparently
Not a success.
Wait, what?
Only one gem is removed, and this character is now considered in melee range for anything that you would like to attempt.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay. So wait, can I still do an action, or was that like the whole thing?
You will, but
my turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you take that as one of your actions for next turn, but it is currently Cass's turn now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna take my actions, and I'm gonna cast Invisibility Sphere.
Ooh.
Yeah. 10 feet around me, invisibility.
You have one of those?
Yeah, I just got it this level. That would have been the smart action.
Yeah.
How big is the the glider?
10-foot wingspan.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, so it's,
Well then,
The only reason why I thought that was a good idea.
It's
Well
more
done.
than a 10-foot wingspan.
Is it? Oh, it's more than 10-foot wingspan?
No, because it had to be a 10-foot wingspan for a single person.
Oh, okay. Well, then,
for all
yeah,
of us,
then
we have a
that's not what
50-foot
we're doing.
wingspan on the front wing, and the rear
Oh.
wing is the rear wing is 30 feet.
Okay. Then that would be an extremely. Okay, I had two funny options.
Because we're
Yeah.
using
one of them
we're
was a
using
At the
save
very
them
least,
from like an
effective
entire.
option.
at the very least, it'd be harder to see.
No,
Yeah,
it would not.
it would look
It
like a
would just be-
Starfield ship.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
it
the
was
middle
just-
and all of the people on it that are suddenly invisible.
Then,
They'll never
knowing
find
that,
us
I wouldn't
here.
do that.
They'll never find us here.
Yeah. So in that case, I will just see what can I do. So can I can see the one that's close to us.
Oh yeah, it's like right in your face.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Tentacles swarm out of me and wrap around it. Fortitude save, please. DC 21.
Oof. Okay. Sure. How bad could it be?
you fool! You absolute buffoon! You do
It's
not know
actually
what you
not
have limbs.
that bad. It's because this is like an area effect spell.
That 24.
24? Okay. Then you only take not a lot of damage. Actually, this is not going to be super effective.
Okay.
Two damage.
Okay. I accept your
It
terms.
can do a lot if I do good things, but no.
You just throw like a couple of calamari rings in their face.
Jeez.
It does distract them a bit.
Yeah. It's like, hey, what's going on there?
Yeah. Do you have anything else to do on your turn?
Not really. Anything else is too many actions.
Fair. Flicker.
Actually, you know what? I actually can do. I also they don't like songs. I'm gonna sing a song at them.
Oh no.
Oh no.
This is also a fortitude save.
You have to roll above a 3.
Basically.
Yeah, they're good.
Okay. It doesn't say what happens if you save against it. I guess nothing happens? Yeah, so nothing. Oh well.
Yeah, usually that means save or suck.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
this doesn't even suck. It's just it does damage.
All right.
Right. So I did the maneuver, I guess, and that was my action. So that means I can't attack, right?
You have 3 actions per turn. You have used an action already.
Okay, I just had to be sure.
Yeah.
Okay, pardon me. gonna try for a third attempt at nabbing one of these guys in a net launcher. I think if I remember, I have three gadgets that I can make for the day.
Okay, that sounds right. I don't know.
Because after this, I'm gonna have to resort to these caltrops I have.
Air caltrops.
Yeah. I call them the flak. I call it the flak cannon.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
Fair enough. Fair
Anyway,
enough.
let's see how it goes.
No!
Oof. That's rough, buddy.
I do have 2 platinums. I will be using it. Fuck it.
Okay.
Alright, let's... There we go! That should be
Hey.
enough.
Yeah, done did it.
Hey, I want to draw your attention very briefly to my side of the board over here. I just flipped this thing. Look what I pulled off.
Oh, neat.
Yo! Hype.
That's a distinct possibility of happening.
Amazing.
Nice.
Anyway, so he just mutters to himself, "This better work. This is my last one." And I aim it at. So is the bird at the front the bird at the front is gone now, right? Or
Yeah, that's gonna have to catch up and we'll get 1 action on his turn.
Yeah.
Because it got sent
Yeah.
way back.
yeah, then I think the mage is my target then. Just give him the old wraparound.
Okay.
Bring it around town.
What is the effect of that?
It essentially if I remember the way I described it is it's like a net, but it's wraps around like bolas. So it pretty much
Right.
completely encapsulates him, and it wraps around his wings as well, in his instance for sure.
Oh yeah. That's gonna drop them. They're going to fall down hard.
Well, I mean, I want to say there's enough time that he has a chance getting out, but not enough to catch up, at least. Even if he does.
I know. I rolled it behind the scenes. I gave him 2 checks and they failed both.
Oh boy, well, I was an optimist for him. No, wait, sorry. Wanted to do the falling down cartoon sound, but then I remembered. No.
Fuck, he just makes the goofy yell as he falls.
All right.
I really love that. That is not a often enough used sound. I guess because in memes at least. But
Yeah. With all the disruption, the glider is even though it is still being stabilized, even though it is still being flown, it's still not a powered craft, and there's a whole lot going around and a whole lot of shifting movement. So you are losing altitude at a faster rate now.
Cece, I think we might be falling a bit faster than intended.
That would be the goal. I'm doing what I can.
I'm gonna be right back, just 1 sec, and then it shall be Relax's turn.
How far can I
Also,
throw things?
would greatly appreciate if we need to bail out, please don't leave me.
Don't worry. I'll do what I can. I can warp space to get to you pretty easily. So.
I want to just add a little something. If you guys come within, I'm going to say about 40 feet of the ground, I can just start throwing boulders. My throw has a range increment of 20 feet, meaning that, within about 40 feet, I can probably hit things. I think every additional 20 feet, I take a -2, I think. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
We're pretty far, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if it does get that bad, Soba can just start throwing rocks.
Hold on a second. Let's check something.
And I was right, by the way. My javelins do 1d6. If I just pick up a rock off the ground, it does either 1d10 or 2d10.
Wow.
I return.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you were back before, so I wanted to ask Liv a question, but it doesn't matter right now.
Hi. What's up?
All right. So, how close is Flockface to us right now?
They are below you, but and closing with you quickly. They're a swift flyer. They actually are probably the best flyer of the group you'd have met from the looks of it. But I'm going to say that they can be at whatever range you want it to be, because you can just delay your action by like half a second until they get closed.
Jade, I have a very quick question. How many feet off the ground are they?
So Soba, I actually
Yeah?
just used a calculator to find this out. If it took you the full 3 rounds to fall to the ground, we are 5,212 feet off the ground.
Okay.
I'm
So, very much I cannot hit that. But hey, if you guys come within about 40 feet of the ground, I got you.
I mean, I'm not mathing it that hard, but
I know. I was curious. I wanted to see, so I looked.
okay,
Assuming
fair.
like Earth normal gravity.
Yeah, Jade, I was doing some research to see how much I can do. Yeah, I was right. If I throw a rock, it does 1d10 if it is a large rock, and if it is a huge rock, it does 2d10.
Nice.
All right.
What are they?
I have an idea. How would I be able to get wait until I can get Flockface into melee range to do what I'm about to do?
Yeah.
Or do you think that okay? So I'm going to do that, and when they get close enough, I'm going to do my action.
All right.
All right. So it's their turn, so I'm assuming they're going to do that, right?
Yes, they are. Yeah.
I'm going to interrupt with an attempted grapple check.
Ooh.
So that is is it acrobatics or athletics?
Liv, you looked
Grappling
at
is
these rules a
athletics,
second
isn't it?
ago.
I'm sorry, what am I doing? What?
According to the rules as right now, at least it's athletics.
Okay, so that's a 17.
Yeah, sorry, I zoned out. I'm very sorry.
It's okay. Some jerk just dropped you entirely out of the combat. It's kind of reasonable for you to do that.
So I got 17. What's the did they succeed or fail?
It's against their fortitude.
Fortitude,
DC.
yeah.
Yeah, that succeeds.
Okay. And for my remaining 2 actions, I put a parachute on them and pull the cord.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
well, I can't save
he
2
gets
people.
back from being parachuted and then gets parachuted again.
Amazing. Yeah, okay. We
This
can
is
call
the most
combat.
offensive parachutes I've seen ever.
I'm here for
You
it.
gave us parachutes, and we've proceeded to use them in the wrong way each time.
Perfect.
I don't know what I expected.
I do appreciate that at no point did Soba think I should use my parachute.
No.
Oh no,
No,
someone was
so
not
was-
about that lifestyle.
No, Silva still have. Still for later.
For later, for
Yeah.
for a bigger fall than 5,000
Exactly.
feet.
She took an effective 3 damage from falling from 50,000 feet.
I don't know about
Say
50,000,
50.
but
That's
like
5,000.
still very high. Like
5,000.
5,000-ish.
Silva can't
I
count.
mean, the
Definitely
difference between
still enough
5,000
to
and
reach
50,000.
terminal velocity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say the difference is not actually that much in terms of how fast you fall. So
Yeah. Wait, how do I
Oh, right.
determine my weapon specialization? Am I dumb?
no, it's just complicated.
Okay, so I'm trained in simple weapon. Oh god, I don't. Oh god, this is why I play casters. God damn it.
All right. There's enough craft left that you were able to land it. Tell me how the craft lands, Cece.
I imagine like because the only actual direct damage to the craft is like one large-ish hole at the front.
Yep,
So
a
the
large
nose is
tear and
coming
some burn
down.
marks.
Yeah. So like the nose comes down a little bit faster than ideal. Given that like we resolved combat, though, regained control of the vehicle and everything, I imagine it's a safe enough landing, just a little bit rocky, and Cece's wheels are not meant for high-speed landings. So like we land and then decelerate a little bit too fast to be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Anything not firmly secured in your bags or on your person probably goes flying past you. And definitely the front end of the vehicle digs into the ground as we come to a stop.
It's not as graceful as you would like, but you didn't hit a tree, and well, given the forest, that's nothing less than a small feat.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Especially given the width of the wings.
Yeah. I mean, it's Pathfinder, so everything's his feet. So that's saying something.
Yeah, but what kind of feat is it?
You come down in this clearing. There's many wildflowers, flowers blooming, and well, you're well and truly covered in pollen as they spurt up as you land. I would like to, as the DM, request that you wait here for Soba, just so that the party stays together. I know you said
I was actually
Yeah.
going to have a moment where I was just as our reaction of like, all right, everybody, since we just survived a crash, let's do an inventory check, see what we might have lost. Unfortunately, I've lost my water skin. Sorry about your straw. I had to kind of jury-rig that. Oh God, where's Soba? They jumped.
I like the idea. I like the idea that you were saying that, and it's like it cuts to a wider shot, and there's just like nobody there. We're just at the edge already, walking away in different directions.
Oh, God. So they would have kept going forward.
Yeah.
Shit. How far away am I compared to? Oh God. Oh shit.
Enough that I'm willing to hand wave it for keeping the party together for narrative purposes.
We'll call it like a short rest of time, I think makes sense.
Yeah.
Honestly, we're only a few rounds away in terms of that, so like it's pretty far because we were flying, but also we crashed pretty quickly.
I imagine
rounds before we started descending. So
Yeah.
if we say that we were 5,000 feet up, and the Kenku's fly, like he spent his whole round to fly up to us. Call it approximately 80 feet, so 80 feet per round. Pretty far away.
Yeah.
We're at least a mile away.
Yeah.
Let's imagine that Soba was probably like trying to follow,
Yeah,
like just trying to follow along. Yeah. So just.
I also think that Cece will, when we land and temporarily make a camp, so to speak, she'll put up a colored smoke signal for Soba to follow.
Ah, good idea.
Yeah.
Part of me is like,
Cece also has to take some time to fix her wheelchair too.
part of me is like, would that be a wise idea? Then the Kenkus might actually find us.
Yeah, but if they do, we're on the ground.
Soba's also a survivalist as well, so I don't think that would need that. I don't think that'd be needed. Soba grew up in the woods. She's
just putting it up temporarily would still give her a spot to lock on to.
Yeah, and like, I think Cece would do that regardless of whether you're a survivalist or not, just because that's how Cece thinks.
That's probably fair.
I guess.
Flicker
yeah.
Sorry. Flicker and Rodelac, give me Arcana checks. Not Koss. Wouldn't be your area of expertise. Would not be your area of expertise.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not great, but it's 6 plus 13, so 19.
Oh.
Okay.
Guys, I was wrong about Soba's throwing. Soba does 2d10 by throwing a rock because of the brutality feature.
Oh.
I
So
could deal a
you
maximum of 20. I should probably just be like, fuck these javelins. Soba's just gonna start picking up rocks.
You know, big
22. I rolled 22.
Okay. This pollen from the flowers is actually residium.
Whoa.
What is that
Trace
again?
amounts, small amounts. But this is the building block of magic. Oh, craftable magic, at least.
Ooh.
So,
Do you know where we've landed? He says to Rodlack, I'm imagining that like we're both like nearby.
Well,
Yeah.
somewhere between where we started and where we're going.
We're also
Oh, God.
I'll
we're also in the middle of a flower field that produces residium.
he kind of laughs, scratches his head. It's like, I'll go pull out a map.
So,
what did you say? What did you say? Sorry.
He made a joke and then said he'll go pull out a map and check.
So within like the hour, like there's like a rustling, and just like stepping out of the bushes is this like fucking. I keep forgetting how tall Soba is, so now she's fucking 8'6". I don't care. This 8'6" creature with this massive horn sticking out of her forehead, covered in Kenku blood, steps out of the bushes. And it's actually horrifying until she says, "Friend, Soba has found you again."
Upon you appearing into like the clearing, I run toward you and wrap my arms around you.
Soba gives you a hug back and is confused. Normally, Soba is one giving hugs. Appreciate.
Aww.
I knew you'd be okay, but it's nice to see it too.
Yes.
Did you have fun?
So very much. I want to do that again.
Yeah.
like you see her, like covered in like all of this Kenku blood, and it's like she has no wounds.
Yeah.
Like as this horn on her forehead is like softly glowing, like what little bruising she has is going away, and then like once they're all gone, it retracts in her forehead, and there's just like that spiral tattoo on her forehead again. She takes off. She takes off her parachute and she hands it to Cece. Is like, did not need. Thank you though.
Flicker is also like, I want to say at a rapidly like just picking the flowers for material components. Like, we're probably not gonna find a lot of these, so I'm taking advantage of everyone.
Oh God. Oh my God.
What?
Sorry, I was just looking through my things if there's anything else I missed. Apparently if I can get another level of expertise in simple weapons, my rocks, throwing a rock does 3d10 damage. That's more than my sword.
Wow.
Is that plus strength or just like flat 3d10?
Flat 3d10, and even then that's still more than my sword.
No, that's still a lot. Like no complaints.
The great tree is within sight, though it's quite large, so that's not saying too much, but it's probably only, an hour or so walk away.
Soba
Maybe
thought
two.
2 would be big. Soba thought 2 would be bigger. Soba, that's in the distance. Oh.
It's called perspective. Anyway.
Sorry, I didn't have time to refit my wheels for landing before we took off. It'll be good though if we can any parts of the glider that we can salvage and bring with us for assuming that there's not already some sort of riverboat service that we could take advantage of.
I don't think we're next to a river.
No, but on the other side of the tree there's a river heading south that we were going to capitalize on.
That is true. That is true. We were gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Conveniently, we have all this sailcloth still on hand.
Hey.
Yeah, handy.
Thinking ahead.
So then,
I'm very glad to see that you're safe, though, Soba.
Yes. Was a lot of fun. When do we do again?
I like to think
Perhaps
that
the next time when we get to the mountain range.
Yes.
I mean, the tree's pretty tall. I bet there's a place we could glide off of it.
Like Soba's eyes have just gone like as big as dinner plates. Like she's like you just told a 10-year-old they can spend another 30 minutes in the McDonald's play place.
I like to think that Flicker is having the same feeling with this particular material. Of course, this being Flicker, of course, God knows what he's thinking of making.
What do you call it? Rodelax scratches his head and looks over to CC and says, "Sorry I wasted the parachute, but it was the first thing that came to mind. I'm not exactly a ranged combatant."
I understand. I had to do the same thing. I'm just glad that I didn't end up needing it.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, I wouldn't have tried that trick with either of you guys, to be clear. That's a Soba only thing.
Like, oh god, like there's like I'm gonna be honest, like I know like the total damage, like I think someone would have to roll like a nat 1 fucking like each time, I think. Just from like pure like modifiers.
For you to have died from that? Yeah.
So, yeah, like even if she failed twice, she still would have succeeded. I love being a barbarian, my god. Like, if you haven't fallen from, like, low Earth orbit at least once, are you really a barbarian?
I would argue no.
Huh?
So, GD.
Yes.
You will be able to make runes if you have a location that you can, smith them from.
I feel I might have that soon.
Ominous.
Yeah, so I essentially, like, grab as many of those flowers as possible. And if it gets to be too much, I ask Soba, can she carry him?
She will agree, because she is good at carry.
And falling. I guess with her,
like,
that was more falling with style, because she survived it.
Yeah. I mean, she's also, like, from a mountain, I imagine. Like, for them, like, the general way you get down off the mountain is jumping. Like...
I kind of want to dispute that theory.
I mean, cliff diving. Cliff diving is, like, a super common thing among... Yeah.
Okay, cliff diving, okay.
Yeah, like, it's just cliff diving, except instead of water at the bottom, there was a kenku.
Alright.
Alright, what would you like to do?
So should we take a rest to fix Cece's chair, or what are we doing?
I mean, I assume with, like, Flicker, we can fix it really quickly.
I think that happened while you were waiting for you.
Yeah, I think that was our rest. I think that was our rest, was, like, Cece fixing her chair as part of the reasoning is why we didn't just, like, move out from where we landed.
Okay,
and then also waiting for Soba to catch up and just, like, all together.
Alright.
Flicker pretty much picked the, I guess, field? Dry? Or if it was like a bushel or something.
No, it's the field. It's wildflowers.
Oh yeah, I'm getting all of them.
They're beautiful.
Jeez. You completely decimate the local ecosystem.
Yeah, it says an industrialist, I wouldn't I?
Harvest them all.
I approve.
Well, that and it's the fact that they are like, they're a basic building block, so it's like, I can do a lot with this, most likely.
Look, if this environment didn't want to get destroyed, it shouldn't have been so damn pretty.
I'm just type under gear. lots of spell material.
I'll give you a link so you can look at it between.
Okay.
I'm just imagining Soba sees the flowers and just lets out like this big sneeze. Ugh, allergic to this flower. Soba hate magic.
Well, like he just shows that in her face and tells her how important it is, and then she does that, and he just has like the big dish plate eyes and goes.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, no, I'm making that part of her character. She's allergic to residium. That's why she hates magic so much.
Actually, that tracks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right.
Onward to victory.
Yeah.
Or whatever the other thing is.
Move on toward the big old tree.
The trunk is enormous, well larger than a good-sized house to simply walk around it. The city itself is oriented on a spiral platform that juts out of the trunk and goes up and around several times over. There are some places that require stairs going a bit steeper, but in general, as you stand on these platforms, there is another platform above you, and you can see out into the woods. The first couple of platforms have many merchant stalls and Gripply and other races as well, mostly milling about. You are greeted, you are waved to, but your arrival doesn't seem to spark any surprise, any fanfare. It's just like, oh, more travelers. We'll wave to you. Some kids might come up and give you a flower or so. Fairly normal, happy town.
I do prestidigitation and mage hand tricks for the kids.
Their eyes light up and they smile gleefully.
Yay!
Soba leans over to Rodalak and goes, "Aren't they? Are why Froggy's not crying? Soba thought they were having problems." Basically, she's confused why everything seems normal when, like, we were told that they were, like, going to fucking all die.
I mean, we have problems, but we're not crying.
Soba crying on insight.
Oh, poor Soba. I pat her softly.
Sometimes the saddest people skydive from the highest heights.
Okay. Somebody who in the position that you would call a guard, except that they're in casual clothes and don't really have a weapon, comes up to
plainclothes cops. Sorry.
Hello, traveler. What brings you to the Great Tree?
We're a little late, but we are here to meet with a name that I have written down that I need to find. I gotta pull up the notes. Oh, jeez. Where did I put the notes? Dang it. Oh man, I don't know where my notes are. I'm sorry.
That's all good.
What was the name of the character that we had that said we wanted to meet with us here, or that wanted us to meet up here?
They wanted you to meet with the Frenzulet, which is but the Heshop was the one who actually was looking for you.
Okay. We were sent by Heshop from the new encampment over at Knife Point to discuss a problem that's been befalling your town.
Oh, good. Well, you want to meet with Heshop. He's going to be at the top at the Frenzulet, but I don't know if he's there yet. Probably be there within an hour or two. Huh?
Rodalak looks at the top of the he says at the top of the tree, right?
Well, I mean, not the highest, but yeah, pretty high up there. Well, you have to be into the canopy.
Just Rodolak looks up. How tall is this tree?
It is enormous.
Oh God. There's not an elevator, is there?
There's a cargo elevator. I mean,
Like a lift, some kind.
Hey, Sova, you want to give me a piggyback ride?
Yes. Where are stairs? She'll do it too.
She would barely notice Koss riding her.
Yeah. Where are stairs?
Truthfully, I'm not certain. And Cece just looking straight up. I'm not certain my arms could take that many stairs.
Oh, we lost someone. Shit.
Yeah.
Dictator,
Yeah.
I think the internet went out again.
Oh no.
These things do happen.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey.
You missed so much. We actually defeated the main bad guy of the campaign.
Yeah, it's over now. We leveled up to 20.
Season 2 is about to begin. I gotta make a new character.
I died, and then came back, and then died again.
Yeah, and then you came back a third time, but it was like really weird because you were speaking backwards. I don't know what that was about.
GD, you live?
Probably not.
I know.
Oh no.
Would you guys like to do anything in town while we're waiting for the connection to stabilize?
Great Dictator said in the chat that Mike is being bad.
Okay.
Alright, so I guess we head our way to the top.
I think one thing that Cece wants to check at least really quick. Because this settlement is at the tree and the river is also under the tree on the map, is there some sort of does the settlement around the great tree spread towards the river, or is it just like a hard stop here?
There's no real suburb, if you will. The settlement is on the tree, and if you look up and crane your neck, the settlement is in the tree. Any sort of yeah, there's very little sprawl, if you will.
Okay, so there's no clear infrastructure at the water.
No, there's not.
Okay.
You can barely see. Honestly, until you start climbing up, you won't be able to actually even see the river proper. It's a ways away from your present location.
Yeah, it's just figuring out mentally if there is going to be some sort of riverboat service that we can take advantage of, or if she has to build a boat.
Yeah, you cannot discern that at this time.
So this is a marketplace, right?
Yep. You see alchemists. You see a couple of smiths. You're surprised that they actually are willing to run a forge in the in a wooden platform, but they seem to be managing without any difficulty.
Oh, I just realized we haven't received any gold at all.
Not
I was
a
about to.
single
I was.
piece.
Yeah, I was about to say Soba's gonna try and look for a new sword because she's literally getting her swords outpaced by rocks. But I don't think she could afford anything. Yeah. I guess.
Would you like to talk? Would you like to talk to people?
Yeah. This is a new people.
Sova, I want to remind you.
Yeah.
These are the Gripply. Their leaders are called the Friendsulet. They can probably help you out.
Oh, Soba like friends. Soba will become queen friend.
So, I think Cece has an idea for something to do that will be at least an opportunity to make a little bit of money. How far do we have to go to get up?
Hey, there we go.
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hey.
Where does the market just stretch, interspersed all the way up the tree, or is there one specific spot that most goods seem to be sold?
There's a lot of vendors in the first 2 rungs of the market, which seems to be a market area, and then as you get higher, the craftsmen seem to shift in nature into less into I mean, less of a market and more of a craftsman quarter, and then it shifts again a few times as you go up the tree into different sectors. Hi, welcome back.
Welcome back.
No, I was just double checking because in that small period it disabled itself again, and I had to double check. I really. This is, you know what the worst part was? I got this mic specifically because my old one was giving me exactly these kinds of problems where it easily just stopped working. Ugh.
So is it completely stopping altogether? Sorry, I'm trying to text. I'm sorry, I should stop.
Like we're talking. I'm in the middle of a game of Hunt show.
Oh, and that
Understood.
happens. I see.
Understood.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay. Yeah. It's okay. It fixed itself. Yeah. I love it. It's so unpredictable. I love it. I love it.
It was really funny though.
It was.
Do you imagine that we have much time to dally about for a little bit before we make our way up?
The guard told you as much, so.
Do you all mind then if I perhaps get a little bit of work done? Raise a little bit of funds for our traveling?
That sounds like a good idea.
I would also probably wish to visit the forge as well. Also, I made a comment that was unheard, of like when the Gripply described the size of the tree, and the Flicker just said, "I don't think that's a valid measurement."
So there's some relatively commonplace equipment in CZ's alchemist's kit that she can use to make ice. And given locale and climate, I don't imagine that frozen treats or something they get very often.
Oh, is she gonna make ice cream?
She's gonna make shaved ice.
Oh, hell yeah.
So-
Oh, nice.
Sorry.
So,
I want to let you go ahead and do that, but before you do, I want to create a moment, if I may.
okay.
There is a food vendor who is there are many food vendors, but there's a food vendor offering some meat on a stick that looks quite appetizing.
Yes.
Stick meat.
It has been a while since we've eaten.
Soba would like meat on stick. Is second best way to eat meat.
Okay, here you go. A portly frog offers you a stick with meat.
She takes it and can she try and identify it and see if it's from an animal she recognizes? Like just
Sure.
like with
roll
could that be
survival,
a
I guess.
Okay, I was gonna say survival. Okay. Fuck it, please. Tabletop sim, please. I'm gonna just use my assurance to make that a 10, which makes that a 19.
Okay. Some form of deer or caribou, you think? Not, you can't
Caribou!
quite place it, but still
Jeez,
gamey but tasty.
yeah. How much is delicious?
What?
But is do
Um,
you how much is? Do you want the pelt? Do you want a shiny disc? And she holds out like a copper.
she has.
Oh,
she
I
has-
don't
she
think-
has-
I don't think I'd need anything. If you want more than 5, it'll cost you an hour, but I'm fine with handing you what you need.
Soba's eyes go wide and is like, it's just like home. Like, okay, wait, and then she goes like completely silent for a moment, and then goes like, leans in, she's like, you don't do necromancy, do you?
No.
He's better than home.
You delivered that so well.
That was nice.
Yeah, it was good.
Like fucking just vaguely like socialist tribes people. Like that's basically what I've ever imagined Soba's home is. Well, before she blew them all up for doing necromancy. Yeah, she is Soba happy.
I remembered because we had our friends that we met back in Landfall. I was leaning into the bed to remind us that these are the communist frog party.
So long as no one talks about getting rid of the sparrows, we're shit, the Kenku are sparrows, aren't they? God damn it.
No, they're ravens.
China tried to extinct sparrows because they were eating crops, which led to a really bad aphid infestation that caused a famine.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice historical
Nature will, don't mess with nature.
Do you lose a few things to sparrows, or do you lose the whole thing to aphids? Pick one.
Yeah, right.
Here's a. I'm looking over at some of the runes I could potentially make here. One of them is called Returning, and it's for thrown weapons. Do you want a pet rock?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Wait a minute. Can you put that on any? Hang on. Does the weapon have to have the thrown property, or can I just throw the weapon?
Just says etched onto a thrown weapon.
So.
Oh boy.
When you make a thrown strike with this weapon, it flies. So I'm not sure if that's anything specific in Pathfinder thrown strike. I just imagine it.
Sprig, do you know? Because I like spellcasters. This is my first martial.
I don't know.
Shit.
Like, the actions stuff was just because I looked at Path Builder and there's an actions tab on the sheet, so I can click on it to look at the specific rules for those actions. I know very little about Pathfinder.
Oh shit. So I know the most, and I only know for one specific character archetype. Shit.
So this.
We're doomed.
Ooh.
So, you do. I would like for each of you to ask me some questions about this space.
What's the kind of culture? What's the culture like? Except
people are very happy and outgoing. You did note the wording of the meat is if you wanted more than more than a certain amount, then it would cost you a certain number of hours. It's not that hard to figure out, but yeah, you would recognize it. It's a labor trade system.
Cool.
But
yeah,
wait a minute.
People seem to be genuinely happy and outgoing. The stalls are not selling things for money. They're saying, "Hey, here's some stuff that you might need," and they're putting in their hours by working on it. And unless you are asking for something that is more extreme or more elaborate, or ornate, then it is just given to you.
It's a take what you need, give what you don't kind of thing.
Yep.
Oh my god. Hey Jade, I need
Hello,
a
Jade.
DM thing because my brain is making crimes happen. So, my oversized throw ability says that I throw an object that is one size larger than me. My greatsword is technically a greatsword scaled for a large creature. If I were to get a greatsword that was sized for a huge creature, and threw that, would that benefit from my oversized throw ability?
Yeah, it would, but without the thrown property, you'll have massive penalties because it's not balanced for throwing. It's not made for that.
Here's the thing. My oversized throw ability ignores that for improvised for fucking improvisational throwing. It's an athletics check, not an attack roll.
Yes.
Also, I guess since
Wait, hang on. Actually, wait, it's not athletics. Hang on, let me double check. No, okay. It counts as a simple ranged weapon, no matter what. And I'm proficient with simple ranged weapons.
Okay.
So I
Anyways.
think. Okay, yeah, okay. I need to get a huge sword, and then we can put that rune on it.
What, the returning rune, or
Yes.
if you want?
The great sword hurler
also-
comes and returns.
Yes.
Also, are there any alchemists that we can see right here, or is that more in the tree?
Yes, there are some alchemy shops in this area. It's in the specialist side.
Yeah, we should probably we do have some samples from the dragon that's not feeling so good. We should probably see anyone here local might know a bit more
Wait!
about.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yes?
I don't need a new sword.
Hmm.
Next level. When I rage, I grow in size, including my equipment.
Yes.
Nice.
So I don't actually need a new sword. We can actually just inscribe this on the sword I currently have.
The best part is the returning thing isn't even an uncommon thing, so I should definitely know how to make this.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, Soba's gonna ask you if you can make her sword better because she realizes she basically just says the word throwing rock does more than sword. This makes Soba sad. Please fix sword.
I will give it a try. And you kind of hand it to him and before he goes up, and it's he tries to hold it, it's he falls and drops.
Because this is technically a large sword.
Right.
Larger than he's at least used to
Yeah.
carrying.
I'm so sorry, Jade.
I have
No, I'm not.
I have a lot to look for here. My brain is not good at looking at a big list to choose from during a game.
I mean, let's be honest. Really, all it needs is the returning rune, because it. Sorry,
I mean, I could probably give you a nice +1 on there.
that might be good. Yeah. We can talk about this after game.
Yeah. of course.
Yeah. We'll probably be just going for a few minutes more, depending on
Mhm.
yeah.
So we do have the samples that we can bring to the alchemists here to see if they have any thoughts regarding the scale rod from Immortal.
Okay.
Something else that Cece wants to do though is she's going to get if possible cherries. I think would be ideal,
Ah,
but
okay.
some sort of berries or something that's available at the market here. Which she is going to use. She's going to do that first. And she is going to put a heating element along with like under the bowl of cherries, and then put both of those into a forgetting the name of it. Bell jar and vacuum pump.
Ooh.
And she's basically just gonna suck all of the air out of it while it heats up the cherries, or the pitted cherries. So it evaporates the water and makes fruit concentrate. Then she's gonna do the same thing without the heating element, just with a big bowl of water, which will boil all the water out of it, or boil all the air out of it and turn it to ice.
Nice.
I think this is why I was warned to never play D&D with physics majors.
I'm not even a physics major. I'm just mad.
Chemistry!
Let's
Yay!
go!
Right, you were able to make Freezy Pops.
Basically what she's aiming for is just the slightly easier than that even, is just shaved ice, pour cherry concentrate over top.
Nice. Yeah. Kids love it.
Just cause getting the cherry mixed evenly through is not gonna be consistent.
Are you offering it to people?
They don't know any different.
Yeah.
People excitedly come up and take little bits. And thank you profusely. Nobody takes more than one, and nobody offers you anything in return.
Yeah, she won't, when she went to get the cherries, Cece remembers that we're used to living under a system of capitalism.
Yeah, if we're not used to like, oh hey, you're giving us stuff. That's awfully nice of you.
She'll still give the stuff out though.
Yeah, you are definitely, you immediately start building a reputation as someone who is very kind, and given the wheelchair, you stand out immediately and are recognizable. So, yeah, you
like
definitely
people
build
owe
up
you
some
favors.
goodwill.
Jade,
I guess
I go around and look to see if there are any occultists around here.
There are a few though. GD actually was starting to say something before CC's thing.
Hey, go ahead, GD.
I just wanted to just quickly say, like, when we were like, when he was doing like the little show for the children, I gave them some of the toys.
Aww.
That I have.
Nice.
Sweet.
That's right. Yeah, you already crafted them.
Yeah, I craft them like every day, like 1 or 2, so I have them to like give out.
Amazing.
That's some extra.
You're saying, Cass? There are some occult shops, though many of them don't seem to have what you would consider traditional like magic shops. You know.
I go around and I see if any of them can sort of diagnose what's going on with me.
Oh.
Not because I don't know, but because I want to see what they're good at.
Yeah, that's
God, you're being that customer. My God.
Yeah, I am. But to be fair, I'm not taking anything from them. I'm just sort of presenting myself and saying, "Hey, can you tell what's going on here?" And my situation is extremely messed up, so, you know.
Hmm.
Short
So
answer.
Go ahead.
Not really. A lot of the occult shops in here are focusing on magics that you're not familiar with. A lot of places. A lot of places are selling pouches of red gemstones, and you know, some similar goods. Though the kind of magic that's responsible for what you've been through is not well known in this area.
Okay.
So no.
All right. Well, that's fine.
You are able to find some very interesting books, though you might need to find some translation on it that are related to things that are tangential to you. How can I phrase this? How can I?
Actually, that's probably the most interesting thing. So yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, I'll take any of the books that I can find about that and offer, you know, services in return.
Okay. Most books are going to request some scribe work for if you plan on keeping it. But they offer that you can take it around the tree as long as you drop it off before you leave. And you are surprised, especially you are in particular are surprised, that they are trusting of an honor system.
Yeah, no, that tracks with what I've seen so far. Yeah, I don't necessarily need to keep any of these. I just want to read them.
Yeah.
And the language stuff, that's actually not a problem. So.
Oh, good.
I assume comprehend languages works on reading things.
It does.
I didn't actually look into. Okay, yeah. So yeah,
then
if
it's
yeah, I
anything
can.
like the 5e version, you have to be touching it though.
It's a book, so.
Yeah. You have to be touching the book.
Yeah.
Touch the book.
Language barrier is less of a problem than you expected. Several Gripply do speak Common, and with the and a handful of people have ways of translating languages between one and another. Comprehend language seems to be a relatively well-respected ritual in these parts, given that the diversity of population, everything from lizard men and Gripply, all the way to the occasional tiefling or Osmir, is in here. It's a well diverse crowd, and in a well diverse crowd, comprehending languages is a common practice, rather than assuming that they speak yours.
Man, I can't wait till we TPK, because that means no racial restrictions then, right, Jade?
Yes. Yes, I know you all want to wipe the party so you can reroll as Gripply. I get it. Don't worry.
you cut out there, but I know everybody knows what you were saying. but you should say it again anyway.
I like my Flicker.
Flicker is very good, but also, all of our characters are very fun. I like all of your characters, but also, Gripply Party, let's fucking go.
Fucking yeah. My Gripply will just be Frog Soba.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
I'm just imagining it being like really jacked up in comparison to all of us. We have all noodle limbs.
I'm really,
God!
I really like the idea of extremely friendly, 4 foot tall Soba.
It's like post a time skip. Soba opens up like a martial arts academy. It's just throwing swords.
Frog Soba very tall for Frog.
People tell you sword not meant for throwing. I say they full of bullshit. In this course, you learn new trick. Is a Frog?
You are Soba's favorite. Your name is now Froba.
Is there anything? We'll start with the friends on the next session. Is there anything else we want to do in town?
Cece does still want to stop in with the alchemist as well to see if they know anything about the samples of scale rot that we had.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Who's going with you?
Oh, I'll go with, because all of the research that I'm doing on curses is about the dragon. That's the only reason I'm looking into that.
And Flicker, you're going with, right? And yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, it's fine. Go ahead.
Alright, so Rodolak and Flicker are going with as well?
I suppose, yeah, I mean...
Soba will go with, but Soba will go with, but also, like, as they're going through the market, every time they pass by a food stand that does meat, she's just gonna take a skewer. She's just falling progressively further behind.
Fair.
Okay, but I'm also doing that.
Advantage of the free samples rule.
I'm also doing that, and it's very funny because, like, you have this, like, gigantic muscular physique, and I have this extremely emaciated physique, but we're eating the same amount of meat.
Yeah!
You come across the alchemist stall, and there is a middle-aged what you would take to be a middle-aged frog. There's not a whole lot of that you can parse for that, but you know, a couple of wrinkles here and there, a little bit more pale skin. You think the signs are there for her. Hello, how can I help you?
Yes, we were wondering if you may. Why did I change my voice? Yes, we're wondering if you can perhaps help us here. Maybe it's a local. Maybe it's a local ailment. I pull out like one of the samples. Actually, you should probably wear gloves. We're not sure if it's contagious. We're trying to figure out what this is. A large friend of ours has it, and we could. Maybe it's something more local that you're aware of.
She takes the jar, looks at it, looks up at you, just sort of like, you know, that without moving. She tilts her head down to look at the jar. Without lifting her head, her eyes go up and look at you. Yes, your friend has it, I'm sure. Well, that's okay. It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Oh my god, it's an STD, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Fucking the dragon was with a bard. Fuck.
I can get you a poultice for the swelling and some scrolls of dispel for you to manage it. You will need to contact anybody that you've been intimate with for the past 3 moons.
This is fact that it's.
As long as we caught it fairly early in the stages, it's not a problem. It's more common than you might think.
I think it's. I believe it's like way past early stages.
Ah.
How long did the dragon say they had this disease?
I know
Thousands
it's
of
been
years.
for a long time.
Like a couple thousand? We should probably tell this alchemist that they're like.
I think it's been at least 100 years, is what they said.
Okay.
I think it was 400 if I recall correctly.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I
Yeah.
remember it being in the hundreds, like sub
Yeah.
1,000, but
Okay.
more
Not
than
sub
100.
1,000, but above 100.
Umusfiltos is a couple of thousand years old, but this is.
Oh, okay.
We're also pretty sure it's part of a curse.
Curse of herpes.
I mean,
Well-
that's not inaccurate, really.
Yeah.
So basically, you're telling them that it is for a dragon. Is that correct?
Jade, you cut out real bad there.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
cut out
Ah,
real
heck.
fast.
You're telling her that it's for a dragon.
I think at this point we might as well, because it's like, I mean, I said it's a friend of mine, and I'm a
Mhm.
Dragonborn, so it's like,
Okay.
arguably not that big of a deal, all things considered.
Roll persuasion
Oh boy.
or diplomacy in this game.
Yeah. Let me see what the base roll is. Come on, you've been good to me so far on these rolls. Oh, you bitch.
Always what you want to hear to your dice.
It's a 5 plus, let me see, diplomacy you said, right? 15. You know what? This feels... is it enough before I...
She does not believe you.
Okay. I still have one more to roll again, so I will be doing that. I still have one more platinum. This feels important enough. Yeah, okay, 12. That saves it. 22.
Okay, if it actually is for your friend, then sure. And how long have they had it for?
Circa 400 years, give or take.
I'm sorry, 400?
I did say she was a dragon.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that changes things.
They just had untreated chlamydia for 400 years. Goddamn.
Okay, I don't know where you could get it. Okay. Well, regular cleaning would help. I don't know how you can find a big enough dispel scroll to manage that. I'm afraid I don't have an answer for.
Oh.
But I can give you some advice on treatment.
That would be nice. The kobolds
Knowing
that
that it could be dispelled is already a large step in the right direction.
yes, that is very good to hear. She's had the kobolds tending to the cleaning, so I guess it's not untreated, but yeah, they weren't having a good time.
I also provided them with a more potent cleaner than simply water.
We gave them some protective gear in the meantime.
Well, around these parts, this is a transmittable disease, usually carried by people who don't have scales to people that do. And it's usually, it's managed primarily with various poultices and cleanings and things of that nature. But the actual... I guess you could call it a curse. I mean, yeah, the actual issue itself needs to be dispelled. But usually it's fine if you catch it within a week or two. But I can't imagine. Huh.
we weren't around here, so we didn't really know what to do. We figured it might have been a local disease.
Yes.
I'm just imagining this. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm just imagining this alchemist is like, there's a word for it in your language. It's called the bardic itch.
I just love the fact that she assumed it was Flicker's disease.
Just for the record, if Cece handed the vial, she was going to assume that you two were a couple.
Oh no.
We're a couple by trade.
Does anybody want to drop a recall knowledge check for me?
I could do that.
What kind of recall knowledge?
Nature or occultism?
I'll do occultism.
I'll drop a nature, I guess. I got a +9, might as well.
Oh, you got a 12, that's not bad.
That is a 17.
23.
23 will do it. Would you like me to offer a puzzle answer?
Sure.
Sure.
I hate those, but sure.
She did say that it is usually resolved by dispelling it, but she doesn't know where you could find a dispel magic that would be potent enough to handle that.
I like the idea that it's all about how big the scroll is.
I mean, hey, more magic requires more paper, right?
And you may recall a fairly large location that destroys any magic that passes through it.
Ooh.
We take her through the cloud.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, we gotta get back to the mountain now.
We just came from there.
No, well, so here's the other thing. We're planning to send a contingent of Gripply over there.
That is true.
So we just, not to say we should end the session like now, but we should meet with the Friendsulet.
That is interesting. But
my only concern is that the Gripply so far have had a very loose understanding of shit we've told them.
That's
So, like, I feel like if we
Evidence
just say,
pieces.
hey, tell the dragon to go fly into the anti-magic cloud, the dragon's gonna say, did they just tell me to go fuck myself?
Yet
Sorry,
again, we can just tape a message onto this.
What was that, Magus?
I was saying that, well, at the very least, they have a perspective that we weren't considering before that we can probably use for this later on. At the very least, it might be worth experimenting with. Or, we could always see if we can try and either we can drag the dragon through the cloud, or we can try and grab some of the cloud ourselves and see if we can't synthesize something with it.
Honestly, my only suggestion would be like we try and bring her on a boat or on a platform or whatever to there. I don't think she can fly over at this point.
The question is, do we have a boat that would be big enough to handle that? And a
She's-
boat that's
she-
available
how big-
also.
How big is she?
Well, it doesn't have to be a boat; it just has to be a raft.
Yeah, like, just do like a Final
not
Fantasy
remember
14.
how-
Just get like a bunch of...
Do you not remember how far out that cloud was for us to get here?
A boat that is big
It's
enough,
not
you're
just
saying.
on the shore.
I mean, it's closer
Yeah,
from
we-
here to the cloud.
I believe
we
the
could
boat
always-
that we traveled here on would be large enough on its deck to transport her.
I mean, I was
might be a
actually
little bit
thinking-
cramped, but
I was actually thinking the Goblin Hulk.
That is true, actually.
I feel like that's just gonna give her tetanus.
I mean, she already has it, so like...
Yeah, for real.
And
in theory,
Oh,
but the
no.
Goblin Hulk also doesn't travel very well without magic. So traveling into the anti-magic cloud would probably be rather difficult.
Actually, wasn't that where we were attacked though? Or was it like
I think-
outside of it, or like after we were past it?
I think the only reason we got away from them is because we passed into it.
No.
Like, we passed into it and that made them break off.
And they just went adrift after that and wound up
Yeah.
on the same island.
Yeah. So they're stuck here. Yeah, I think we probably want to just like go back to Knife Point and just see if we can borrow a ship.
I mean, again, they wanted us to come here for a specific reason, and if we just got here and then got a solution to another problem and then immediately left, I imagine it would
No, I'm not saying we go. Look, she's been sitting there with magic gonorrhea for 400 years. She can wait a week.
I was about to say.
That's exactly my point.
I was about to say it's gonna sound cruel, but it's like she toughed it out so long. She can wait like 2 weeks.
Look, all I'm saying is she should have wrapped it before she tapped it, so now she's working on our fucking timeline, alright?
I still love the idea that she assumed that the lady here assumed it was Flicker.
We gotta.
On the one hand, it's a compliment.
Okay, so we should.
Sorry. If we send the Gripply are going to be sent back to landfall anyways, so if we send them with a written missive, there's at least no way that they can mistake wording and play a game of telephone.
Yeah.
Assuming that the missive would even make it to them.
We should also see if we can get her a sending stone and then add into the message. You might want. Good news. We know how to solve your issue. We'll be back in a week. Bad news. Use this sending stone and contact anyone you've had intimate contact with over the last 400 years. Like, I think honestly that's what we might want. That'd be like, I think the polite thing to do. I think.
I think
I don't think sending stones work that way, but.
Okay, name one person who doesn't do sending stones as a cell phone, because I don't think you'll ever meet one.
Yeah, she's not wrong. That's the default idea.
Example, my game is like that. For example, I actually have there's a whole thing of there's a mercenary company that uses them in my setting. And they have like a big switchboard of like labeled shelves that all have separate sending stones for different groups.
Oh god, that's amazing.
Nice.
In my setting, they work as like fucking radios. You just need someone's frequency. Each one has a individual frequency. You just need to know. So you can just number neighbor people and just flick through, just shouting down the sending stone until you get the person you want if you wanted.
Alright, we are a bit late on time.
Oh, we
should consider wrapping up. As in, we should
just like that dragon should have. I'm sorry, Jade.
How do you guys feel about the session?
I had a good time.
I confess, I checked.
Soba
I was
fell out
starting
of the sky.
I confess.
I get to make Soba fell out of sky.
Megs wants to say something.
Yeah, go ahead, Megas.
I confess I was starting to lose my energy, but partway through. But I haven't eaten all day, so that's on me.
Fair.
These things happen.
Yeah, I was really hoping that you were going to get to that plot point, and I'm glad I didn't have to like hammer it and make it too obvious.
Yeah. We had a lot. Honest, we had a lot more last than I thought we would have from just that like high diving session.
Look, look, I fulfilled my job as comic relief. That's all I need to know.
You killed it. You absolutely killed it.
The ruler just exploding. Just after I'd like described it being as like it looks like it's about to like explode. It's jittering and everything. Pressure built up, and then it rolls a net one, and it just falls apart everywhere.
Yeah,
it's just
that was great.
Timing.
In any case, I think I need to go get myself some food.
Yep.
Okay.
Go eat.
I think we shall wrap here. This was fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Had a good time. I'll see you guys later, okay?
Cheers.
Take it easy. Get something to eat.
Consume.
I thankfully ate just
also
before the
have
session.
I have to mention a thing too that's just doofy. one of the common snares that I can know the recipe for is just called the instant evisceration snare.
What in the fuck?
It's a DC 45 reflex save or take 24 d8 piercing damage.
Oh my god.
Gosh.
Why is that a common trap?
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Can I do want to say one something here. Bill.
Yeah.
Would you like to explain why you reacted the way you did about that?
I have played this campaign before, and the idea of dispelling the dragon by having her go through the rift absolutely did not occur to anyone.
Wait, this is a rerun? Ah, shit.
Well, the way I you can see it. You've seen how I DM. Me rerunning the campaign is basically just rerunning the setting. It's wildly different every time.
Wildly different.
I literally
could not predict what's going to happen.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Beyond certain things, I know certain things, but I'm not letting that affect me. But oh my god, it's the most obvious solution, and it never occurred to us.
What wasn't it? Actually, no. Didn't the dragon essentially never explore past it, so it never knew the effects of it?
Yeah, but we know the effects of it. We went through it to get there.
It's to be fair, it's we also had other things to do.
We didn't know until just now, though, that it was something that we could dispel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have not been.
And the other thing, we did know that it was a dispellable thing because it's a curse.
Yeah, different group.
With my character now, the reason that I am so inconsistent and weird is because the curse that's on me is partially dispelled. It's built into my character from the ground up because I knew this was the thing. So it's a thing that I absolutely did know, and it just did not, and not just me, but other people too. None of us thought of this.
That's I don't know. I might have been out of it when we first thought of it and realized it. To
be fair, I mean, so we have a barbarian who has never been to a school in her life, a charlatan, and 2 scientists. I honestly think that the idea of it not being just a straight disease is not something that would immediately come to mind, you know? Yeah, it's like asking a scientist to check their horoscope, you know?
No, but we knew it was a curse.
Oh, we did?
I mean...
Oh, was this when I
knew in this campaign, I know it's a curse, and I have expressed that to people. Yeah. But in the other campaign, I did know it was a curse, and it did not occur to us to do that.
Okay.
So, I have run this campaign thrice, and each time has been so different as that they're not even comparable. The first time was
wildly different.
Yeah, because my GMing style is so dependent on the player's direction that this completely impossible for it to run the same way each time, and that's why I love it. That's why I love the way I GM. But the way that your group took care of the goblins was to bait them into a charge, and you guys asked Imustaltaz to breathe spark and shred them on the attack. At which point your character, died horribly because of a last wish to protect the team.
These things happen.
That was a completely different scenario, and the things that happened regarding that could not and would not happen with this group because the specifics of the campaign are built around the group. But I just want to say the second time that I ran this, the party didn't engage with any combat or any mechanics other than deciding they wanted to run an economic trading campaign with the Gripply and bring them smallpox-filled blankets.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
And I like this group a lot. This one we have now. That group, they had some issues.
Jade, bold of you to assume Soba can die.
I mean, if I was an evil character, or if this were an evil campaign, then it's like probably would have gone with the smallpox thing. But it's like,
they wanted to go evil campaign with it. I was just like,
oh no.
Okay.
Jade, we're lucky that I wasn't in that second one because I would have gone to people's houses in real life.
yeah, that's fucked. That is really fucked up.
No wonder you like us. So we actually interact with the world.
You guys simultaneously engage with the plotline I give, but also do it in a way that is entirely unique and your own and adapted. Like, you don't reject my plot hooks, but you do change my plot hooks into what you want them to be, and I want that to happen. I actively encourage that at every turn. Wait till you see what happens next session.
That's the optimal outcome.
Yeah. I want to add like a bit of Soba meta stats here. This is the 4th time Soba has fallen from orbit.
Of course.
And by the way, this is the most amount of damage she's taken from it. This is the first time in Pathfinder, though, so...
I mean, I didn't roll an exact height. I rolled based on how much damage I wanted it to create on average. And basically, statistically, it would have a 60% chance of killing you if you hadn't succeeded all the grapple checks. If you hadn't succeeded multiple grapple checks.
I think literally...
That was the direction I was going with it. Math.
I think she would have survived even if she failed 2 of them. I think, just based on...
I think you might have.
No,
it would have been close, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, you, definitely would have.
Yeah.
And, death isn't the end of I handle death in a way that you guys will have to see.
Yeah, well, and, my character died when Emistaltaz breathed fire on the goblins that time, and also I got to continue using that character because it was an appropriate thing for the character to continue going.
You needed that character to die for them to meet. It was an atheist paladin. They had the blessings of a deity, but they did not know what deity, and did not believe in any particular deity.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So I was actually fishing for a point for you to die for right up to then, because I needed you to die to meet the Raven Queen, so that your character could understand. You could advance in your character
being an atheist. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful moment.
Yeah, perfect. Honestly,
because she did not stop your death. She allowed you to die because she wouldn't rob you of that sacrifice. Because that was the most Raven Queen thing I could think of for that moment.
It was.
By the way,
Raven Queen.
Yeah.
Menacing runes are a thing.
What are menacing runes?
It's exactly what you think it is.
JoJo reference?
Pluses to intimidation and the greater menacing rune has a command interact frequency once per day. Hold on.
It has to be to
The
clothing.
rune grants a +2 bonus and has an activation. Activate command interact frequency once per day. Effect to a 3rd level fear spell.
Nice.
I don't think that fits Soba though. Soba's horrifying when she wants to, but in a cute way.
Well, I mean,
Soba's scary, but because she's big.
You can still have the +2. I can still easily etch you the level 1 so you get a +1 to intimidation.
I'm going to end my stream here. You're all wonderful, and I appreciate you. Thank you all for watching. And hope you have a wonderful evening. Bye.
Good night, everyone, or evening, or morning.
Good night.